Here with new assistant coach Sean Braziel. Coach, just give us a little background on your coaching experience and what's going on so far with this Pats organization that you've been a part of.
Sure. New head coach, actually. Andy and I are going to be working the bench together.
My apologies.
That's okay. That's all right. We'll get it right at some point. Former hockey player, Division I hockey player, and ultimately been coaching for a couple years now. Last year won a national championship with the U18s out at Ashburn, and have been working with the U.S. National Development Program for the past year and a half. And I had the opportunity to come here for a year and kind of help Andy out and hopefully set the stage for development and bring these boys to college.
Now, are you local to Northern Virginia or are you from elsewhere?
Now, I originally grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, and I reside here in Fairfax, Virginia, so it's been fun.
So you go from a somewhat normal hockey-looking town to a developing hockey town. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen from Northern Virginia and how it's developed into a decent, respectable market?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, hockey right now, if you look across the country, hockey is geographically agnostic. You look at next year's potential number 1 draft pick, Austin Matthews, coming out of Arizona. Played on the U.S. national team last year, and he's out in Switzerland. You look at hockey players that we have here at Potomac, coming from California, coming from all over the country. Non-hockey markets that are ultimately producing and developing great hockey players. Virginia is the next hockey hotbed, there's no doubt.
A little bit about this team that we're going to see on the ice here very shortly. A complete change in hands, almost a complete overhaul from what we saw last season. What was your goal and essentially the end result that you're hoping for to see, not only here but in the first couple games of the season with a completely fresh-looking group like the Potomac Patriots?
I want fast, disciplined hockey. I want to control the puck in all 3 zones. I want to force and create turnovers and ultimately move the puck as fast as we can. The faster we create turnovers, the faster we have scoring opportunities. That's a brand of hockey we want to make.
Now, is there a certain style that you like to coach to? Is it fast and aggressive? Is it more defensive style? Talk a little bit about your experience and where you found the most success.
I want to win. That's my style.
Keep it nice and simple.
I want to win. The faster we move the puck, the more creating opportunities we have off turnovers and stripping pucks, the more we shoot the puck, better chances we have. So obviously, if we look at that in terms of a style, it's just winning.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Head coach Andy Newton back for another season with the Potomac Patriots. Coach, very different team out on the ice this year. A lot of new players, a lot of new personalities. How's everything going in the offseason?
Off-season wasn't an off-season. Our off-season's right now. We started back in March. We did close to 20,000 miles traveling this off-season and found a lot of good hockey, a lot of good players.
Is there something different to your approach this year, given the talent that you have out on the ice, or were you able to kind of keep some consistency with last year's team in your approach?
Not necessarily different. The team that we have today, we started recruiting for about 2 years ago. We ran a camp out in California, or I ran a camp out in California, and a lot of the kids that are on this squad this year are those kids that were on that camp. Also, with Sean coming aboard, he brought him some of his players as well. We got a couple new bodies that are new to the program, and about 10 returners from last year. So about 50-50 coming into this year.
Coach Braziel was mentioning the style this year is fast and disciplined, and I know we ran into a lot of discipline problems last year, penalties. What's the approach? Are we still running the systems type deal that you had in place last year, or something different and fresh?
We're going concepts this year. If we look at systems, there's over 400 systems in today's games. We don't have 400 practices, let alone can we teach 400 systems. So we're teaching concepts. When the puck's here, this is what we're looking to do. When the puck's there, that's what we're looking to do. The big thing is playing off one another. F1 goes, F2 reads off of F1, F3 reads off of F2, that sort of thing.
You got some consistency in net again this year. Dustin Moyer's back for another season. That's got to help you a lot. What other players are you looking to, old and new, to kind of solidify a core group here?
The first kid that comes to mind is Manny Macha, California kid. You'll see him out there right off the bat. He's 5'6", but he's the fastest kid on the ice, and he's one of the strongest kids on the ice. Very hard to knock off the puck. The other kid's the Swedish player that we have, Tim Olbing. He reminds us of the superhero Thor. His nickname in the locker room is Thor. He's very strong when he's out there. He plays like a man when he's on the ice. When it looks like he's playing with a bunch of boys out there. So those two players we're expecting big things out of this year.
No Moyer tonight. You're actually going to start Boudreau in net. Can you talk a little bit about his style and his experience?
Boudreau's a gamer. That's the biggest thing that comes to mind when we talk about that kid. You look at him out in practice, he'll make saves. He keeps himself real calm in practice. You put him in a game, and that kid's doing everything possible to make a save.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Pre-game here with Dustin Moyer. Dustin, came back to Potomac your last year of eligibility. Talk a little bit about what you've been up to conditioning-wise and getting ready for your last season here.
Nothing much has changed. Same thing every summer. Work hard, train, skate every day, stay on the ice. Not much has changed.
Now, the only thing that did change is the team in front of you. A little bit of a different set of scenery. The players, mostly new for you. Talk a little bit about your defense, where you see their strengths lying right now, and about the offensive support that you hope to have this year.
I think the biggest thing that's changed this year is we have a lot more kids willing to block shots, willing to lay the body, to work hard. That's really a big change you need for a team, because if you don't have that, you're not going to win many games. And other than that, like, our defense is pretty solid. We need tweaks there, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Your biggest hope for improvement from this team, obviously less shots, like you just mentioned. What about the locker room mentality right now? A lot of new guys in there. Is the gelling there yet? Are you guys kind of like a cohesive unit?
This is probably the tightest group of kids I've been with in all my years of juniors. It only took us 2 days to become brothers, pretty much, and it's been good since.
Excellent. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. David Stearns joined alongside Brian Schrems here for the 2015-2016 opening game for the season, exhibition game no less, but they've already got things rolling with the win and an overtime loss last weekend against the Hampton Roads Whalers.
Yep, took 3 out of 4 points from Hampton Roads. A pretty nasty rivalry between those two. We've come to find out these past couple of years, but completely different team out here this year. I mean, we have three different entire lines of forwards out there, some mix and match defenders, and trust the Dustin Moyer in net. So we were talking with him a little bit earlier. He's talking about how he likes the core of guys. He says that this is the tightest group that he's had in his junior experience, so hopefully that means for good things to come.
And the Hampton contest, of course, you know, the winning game, fantastic finish there, and of course with the overtime loss, putting those in your back pocket, 3 out of 4 points is huge, especially against Andy Newton's former team.
Yep, and Nick Ludeman named Defensive Star of the Week, so accolades are already coming in hot and heavy.
It's looking good here, and then we got the Liberty D1 team in town. The Liberty Flames, of course, showcased quite a program down there with teams staffed all the way from D1, D2, D3, and even on the women's side as well. So pretty well staffed program, and also some remodeling being done with their ice rink. Of course, the reason why they're having this exhibition game up here in Woodbridge, which traditionally they start their season exhibition style down there at the LaHaye Ice Center, and now we have this hot team here. They usually are at the top of the charts nationwide.
Yeah, no, they're a tough team, but it's good experience for these guys. And you know, we're talking to Coach Braziel and Coach Newton, and they're going to go with the run and gun, but a disciplined style this year. Last year we saw a lot of issues with penalties and not being able to capitalize on man advantages. So something that we're going to hopefully see this year is a better power play. Less shots on Devin Moyer. He said that he liked the defensive guys because they're laying down in front of big shots from the point, and a lot more discipline.
Talking with Coach Sean Braziel, he's talking that he wants to go above the standard of the NHL's 80-20. He wants to actually look more towards a 30% and, you know, a little bit over 80%. So obviously he wants a disciplined game out there, and he wants to play more outside of the systems and more of the concepts of the game, which is kind of an admirable approach since it helps with player development.
Yep, you know, expectations are high coming into tonight for sure, and then next weekend opening up in full. So we're going to see a very interesting team out here, to say the least.
Yeah, and then this exhibition game should give us a glimpse into the future here. But without further ado, let's bring it in and open our broadcast here for the 2015-2016 USPHL season for these Potomac Patriots.
Potomac Patriots elite team and the visiting Liberty University Flames, the D1 team to be exact. D3 action will be on the other side against George Mason University at 9 o'clock this evening. But right now, we got our third tilt of the Potomac Patriots season just about to get underway here. And we are on the NHL side, which is a difference of size of rink that this team is accustomed to, practicing all week, obviously on the Olympic side.
Oh, the black netting, too.
Yeah, the black netting. We thought we got away from this, but years ago, we finally got some monofilament netting on the Olympic side, but haven't really transitioned on this side, but nonetheless, we do have some hockey to call here at the Prince William Ice Center as we get the 2015-2016 season underway. Just waiting for the boys to grace us with their presence here. So we have a great bench stacked up here with Sean Braziel joining the organization, with Andy Newton still at the helm there as well, working in tandem together as head coaches, and Gabe Cano working as assistant coach. Of course, some people may be familiar with him in the pro shop here at the Prince William Ice Center. Visit pwice.com for more details on the Prince William Ice Center here at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. They got a long walk. They got a really long walk. They're coming from the Olympic side here. See some guys migrating in and out of the locker room. I hope they know that the game is on this side. And the referees and the linesmen are out here. We got Sterling wearing the water wings.
Oh, we've seen Sterling before, haven't we?
We have. And he's cleaning off the glass there. He wants to get a good look at John Baranowski, who's between the glass. He'll be joining us as third commentator on the broadcast.
Nice jacket down there Johnny's wearing tonight.
Yes, indeed. So glad he dressed up for us. Just kidding. He's looking sharp as always. Buckets are lined up there on the bench as you see here on the feed. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Kind of thought we were jumping it right into here, but boys are just now coming out of the locker room from the sights of it here as I look behind me.
Roll that track
yeah,
one more time.
We're going to go ahead and repeat it. But Patriots Lounge is open here in house for those of you that are in the building. Obviously serving adult beverages for those over the age of 21. Will be open every Saturday night for the home games. What do we got on tap next weekend there, Shremsy? We got our
weekend.
Friends from 95 joining us down the road. That should be a good one, huh?
I think we have a very front-loaded schedule this year.
We
Although
certainly do,
you and
yeah.
I do not come to this rink in the month of November.
It always seems to be the case.
There's always 1 month where we're absent and have come back from a long-standing break and try and figure out what these guys have been up to.
Right. I know. Well, thank you for your patience, everybody. I know we probably cut right into it a little too soon here, but maybe some miscommunication here as to when we're starting this thing up. If we had the light show and everything, I'm sure we could have done our dramatic entrance that we were talking about in the off season.
I got to run that by Coach. I've been working all summer on that thing.
Yeah, you're very labor-intensive off season for us, especially with the changes up at the top there with Sean Braziel joining the organization. And here they are. I beg your pardon, though, next weekend we do not have our... oh, no, we do. I'm sorry. These guys go on to play Charlotte Rush tomorrow and Sunday. And then it's next weekend where we have our home opening festivities for the regular season. And that will be against, of course, the Richmond Generals. Our new favorite team in the league here. Last year, the Richmond Generals kind of sparked up a rivalry almost from the very beginning. But tonight we got the Liberty University Flames in town here in Woodbridge, Virginia. And we'll await their arrival here as well. It's a game of patience there, Shremsy. And the rest of the team will join us here. They'll line up on the goal line. Of course, as we mentioned, we have John Baranowski as our third man commentator here inside the glass. And now the Liberty University Flames.
For the record, guys, while we're waiting on Liberty, I was just corrected. It is Braziel is the name that I was told to announce for the coach. Co-coach with Andy Newton.
That's what we said.
I thought you guys said Braziel. That's
Braziel.
My bad.
You got it. Was he just making sure you had your pronunciation
correct?
correct?
They're just making sure. Hey, someone has to,
He's a perfectionist, we can already tell. You see a lot of new faces, returning faces, and here come the Liberty University Flames, who do have a fan contingency here. They line up to our right.
At record, number 3, Bunn. At left number 5, Ben At right defense, number 52, Stearns. And in goal, number 3, Halpenny. Coaching the Flames is 14. And now the starting lineup for your Potomac Patriots. And forward number 5, Halpenny. And forward number 9, Ludeman. And forward number 11, Mannell. At defense number 3, Ludeman. At defense number 2, Logan. And in goal, number 79, Brady. Assisted by
Anthem and opening face-off. Stay tuned. Let's play some hockey. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world protecting us here at home. We thank you. Tonight's starting goaltenders brought to you by MyTech Automotive, mytechautoinc.com to find out how you can get your vehicle serviced today. On our left-hand side, we've got Brady Boudreau, of course, for the home team Potomac Patriots. Starting in goal here is Dustin Moyers, given a night off after his performance last weekend, seeing 79 shots and getting 3 out of 4 points. And on the other side, we've got the visiting goaltender, Josh Halpenny. He'll be starting in goal for the Liberty University Flames. No numbers on these guys. First game of the season. Well, no numbers for Boudreau, no numbers for Halpenny. This is the first game on the Liberty University schedule. That will take it to center ice here as we get ready for the opening face-off here from Woodbridge, Virginia at the Prince William Ice Center, home of your Potomac Patriots. Here to start the 2015-2016 season. I'm David Stearns with Brian Schrems and John Baranowski. On the camera, we've got Phillip Prevost, and we are ready to rock and roll. Sterling's getting some clarification from inside the timekeeper's box with John Baranowski. And we got everything set up here for what promises to be a great contest. We're just checking on a couple of things here. I see the linesman over by the door getting some clarification on something or another.
Dave, you want to know what it is?
Yeah, sure. What do you got? Can you say it on the air?
They forgot the pucks.
Oh!
Nothing like an over. That's our glitch for this mission.
Uh-huh.
That's.
Well,
we have everything.
The
but
most
pucks.
important thing you need on the ice.
We have prepared for literally every other eventuality.
I know.
No one brought the pucks.
Well, hopefully they're on ice somewhere.
If this is the worst thing that happens tonight,
then we're
okay
looking okay. Alrighty. Well, we got a biscuit. Actually, a few. Let's drop the first one of this first game of the 2015-2016 season here at the Potomac Patriots home rink in Woodbridge, Virginia. Prince William Ice Center. A buzz here as it goes over to the near side. Back in the corner, back behind the cage. Now Bunn feeding it to the front. He had a sniper out front there, but he couldn't pull the trigger. There was Chance that was set up there, but now the other way. Turchenik with a shot and a save there by Halpenny. Along the near side, up top it goes, and it's intercepted. Almost a breaking opportunity there for Bunn, but it's sticked away there nicely.
Yeah, good stick at the line there.
And another toss on to Halpenny. A couple of shots early from these Potomac Patriots. And they're hot off of a win last weekend against the Hampton Roads Whalers.
3 of 4 points taken last week, and a good start to the season for these Pats. Hey!
Olbing and company working. Bring it over to the near side. And it's still free for the Patriots. Olbing almost had a chance there, but Bunn squeezed it out there. Up to the top of the slot, kept in there. And a can opener there on Turchenik. But here's the shot. They score! at my own pants. 1-0 Potomac. 19:07 left here in the first. Oh, baby. Third shot. Pot's a goal.
Quick start for these P-Pats right out of the gate. I didn't see who potted it.
Olbing was up front, and we'll get the call from Johnny. He's doing his homework, but over to the near side now, into the near circle. Kaufman with a turnaround shot there, blocked up front. Kaufman trying to backhand it to the front. Well, it'll be stolen away and popped out by Liberty. No, it's kept in there again, buzzing around, but it's a glove pass. Patriots maintaining control early on here. 18:50 left on that clock for the first period. As the cross-ice feed broadcast continues here with a 1-0 score. Potomac leading early in this one. And we'll get the official scorer's call. But now Liberty back the other way. Across the Patriots line with a shot from the outside, saved by Boudreau. Oh, and a diving effort there, taking one out. Olbing it is. Turchenik on a helper. There you have it, Olbing from Turchenik.
I believe they call him Thor in the locker room.
Olbing is Thor. So Thor
bringing down the hammer.
Yep.
Early and often. Here we go.
The words right out of my mouth. Over to the near side now. Mancha dumping it in.
Coach was talking about Mancha before the game. Said a total workhorse. Guy from out in California. So we were talking a little bit about how hockey is kind of getting into those non-traditional markets and spreading too many men.
Bellew put it towards the feet, and we've got 6. And that will be a cross-ice feed power play on the way. Sterling caught it right there. Erickson will serve it for the Flames. 17:58 left here in the first. It's a 1-0 score. Potomac in the lead here as we go into our first cross-ice feed power play. Visit us, crossicefeed.com. We are your DC Metro broadcasting team. This one cleared down immediately by the Flames.
Boudreau not a mainstay on the elite level, but if he can prove himself, he might get some playing time this year.
That may be the case. Dustin Moyer taking a rest tonight. He is a healthy scratch amongst other healthy scratches, including Jack Strykars. And, well, that's it. Unfortunately, we have an injury note to pass along that Joe Paul out for the season with an upper body injury. Mancha across the line he goes. Drop pass up top. Ludeman, top of the umbrella over to the near side boards. And it's Mancha again. Mancha taking a shot, bounced off the shin pad up front off of Miller.
Defense stickless.
And we have one stickless in there as the shot goes bouncing over to the near side. Mancha putting it on his backhand. Trying to find a Patriot or two along the near side up top to Ludeman. Ludeman trying to get it past Street. And he drove that one out to the neutral zone. Hulse on his backhand puts a saucer over towards Ludeman. Ludeman may have to retreat back to his own zone as we have 1 minute left on the cross-ice feed power play. Olbing will go in for a chase here. As Giamona clearing it out and all the way down to Boudreau. Boudreau putting it into the slot there as Ty Ayers will greet it. He'll take it back behind his cage. And along the near side of the post there, he gets challenged by a very anxious Eric Masters. Now through center for Olbing now. Olbing with one already, the only goal in this game. Looking for two. Anderson up top, a returning player to Olbing, a newbie. Back to Anderson. Pulls the trigger and he fires it wide.
Surprised to see Anderson up top. He's got a big body. He might find himself more so in front of the net, a beneficial player.
Well, special teams, is of quite the interest, as we said in the pregame. He wants to bump those NHL expectations from 80-20 up to maybe something like 30% on the power play, but we'll see how that goes for him. Here's Turchenik now along the far side half boards. Sweaters are in Moscow right now. Anybody put them in the mail, please. Ty Ayers over to the near side. It's true, his sweaters are actually in Russia right now. Over to the near side boards for Mr. Olbing. Olbing looking for another one there. A loose puck ping-pongs around there, and we're back to even strength with 15:55 left here in the first. Big hit! 1-0 Potomac, and Wilson gets crunched by Ludeman. A shot right on, and a glove save by Boudreau.
You know, it's the little things. And Brady Boudreau, whenever a player was behind his net, whenever they were setting the breakout, he had his arms up just to try and make himself a little bit bigger and prevent the forechecker from knowing where that breakout was going, which side it was going to. It might not be much, but hey, every little bit helps.
Is that Tendy talk, John?
Tendy talk with John Baranowski.
And this one out of the air. Masters putting it down low. Backhand to the front. And it's caught up by the Patriots. Mancha now ducking out of a check. Bellew tried to drop a bomb on him. And he got away with it there. I think he got a piece of them. Hopefully not with the elbow at that. Now it's back behind the cage. And it's being set up now by Liberty. With it is Chase Harris. Putting it ahead. Masters couldn't get a hold of it there as Ludeman will pop that one down low. Along the far half boards now. Height trying to put on some pressure. Kept in there nicely by Ian Rush.
First 5 minutes here, Pats are all over the Flames.
Control. It's key for the Patriots now, but Bellew with an opportunity. A shot to Pat save. Oh, almost trying to get into the wheelhouse there on that rebound shot. It's the Flames controlling it now up top. Masters. Pad saved by Boudreau from a long distance shot. Over to the near side boards. Kept in now. Wilson trying to set things up here for Liberty. Masters working with him in tandem along the near half boards. And it's cleared back behind the goal. And now the Patriots will slow things down as Liberty gets some fresh legs out there on the ice. Patriots will do the same. This one bouncing out. Masters dropping a huge hit on Ludeman. This shot going past Halpenny over to the far corner. Liberty inside their own zone with Miller along the near side boards. Up top and out. Ty Ayers will catch it up at the red line. He'll dump it in off the glove of Miller. No icing. Kaufman down to chase. And he'll also get some support there from number 17, who is Charlie Freshman. On the near side now. And in. Here's a chance. Boudreau having to be challenged there with a drop pass from Liberty. Nobody home. And a point shot. Turnaround. Loose up front. And now it's cleared up and out and bouncing.
Good.
And it goes just past the stick of Peter Shantz.
Defense looks really, really solid so far. Getting back, especially Logan Hulse, who is a converted defender from forward last year. It looks pretty good back there. Looks pretty comfortable.
Recovering forward defender now. Yeah. Front of the Patriots bench. Down low it goes. Anderson trying to dish out the dirty there, but it's going to be Liberty still with it now. Down low. And over to the far corner. It's Sharts. Sharts trying to put it up to the front. Sharts will have to chase it over to the near side. The alternate captain. And it's a chance now for Harvin. And Harvin puts it right in on Boudreau, who holds on. I beg your pardon, Garvin. I'm thinking football already.
Give it a couple days.
I know.
Give it a couple days.
It's Friday. I'm not used to Friday games, you know.
Yeah, we haven't had ourselves a Friday game in since collegiate hockey.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when we used to rush over to Odenton, Maryland for UMBC hockey, and my goodness, that was quite an adventure during rush hour traffic.
Traffic on Fridays in DC. It's
an abomination.
Yeah.
And it's a chance now. Erickson trying to get the bouncing puck under control for Liberty. But Potomac doing a fine job here on a breakout along the far side. Across the line. And a pass there gets intercepted by Garvin. Garvin will pick it up again, and he'll come out blazing here 2-on-1. Erickson across the line. He's offsides. Just a foot early. And that is that. Patriots Hockey, sponsored by MyTech Automotive. Visit mytechautoinc.com for more details on how to get your vehicle road ready for the winter roads. Well, actually, we won't jump ahead too far. Maybe the fall roads ahead with those wet leaves on the ground causing you to spin out. Get those tires checked out.
You're not from Buffalo?
Not at all.
There's nothing called wet leaves in Buffalo.
Yeah, you got 2 seasons. Well, actually, yeah, there's 4.
Wet leaf and snow season?
You got it. And then construction and maybe a light spring. Over to the near side it goes, inside the neutral zone. Bellew trying to gun it in off of Ian Rush. Rush having to shake off that stinger. And now Roberts trying to backhand it towards, but he'll catch up at the goal line. Setting up a pass and a shot there. Pulling that trigger was Tyson Street. And it'll be the Patriots finding it out back the other way, 2-on-2. Dumping it in, down low. It's Turchenik down for chasing it here. Going toe-to-toe with Bellew he goes, and Bellew will outgun him there and pass it up top. No, it's intercepted by Ludeman with a deflector up front. Oh, and a save by Halpenny. Almost a 2-0 game as that one pinballed its way towards the cage.
Team's showing a lot of heart right now, a lot of guts, putting it all out there for him.
And a bouncer to Boudreau. He'll pocket this one, setting it up here. Wholesale change for Liberty. Patriots with some patience here. With a pass, home run pass, intercepted by Wilson. But a second effort there to get it out by Ludeman. Now back in it goes. With it, Tyer is being chased. Heavily chased there by Wilson. A vicious attack on the chase. But the Patriots in neutral now. Controlled and turned over. Wilson on his backhand, trying to feed it ahead. But it's intercepted again. Manny Mancha with it now across the line. Takes a shot and gloved. And snagged out of the air by Halpenny for the stoppage. Quite an entertaining back and forth game. 1-0 Potomac. Shot 6-7. Favoring Liberty here.
Not a lot of quality shots from Liberty, though, to be honest with you, to start out. Potomac has been the better team to start out.
Up top, point shot. And a save there by Halpenny. That one rifled home by Hulse. Another shot going wide, looking for the deflection up front. Eric Anderson taking that one 3-on-2, developing the other way, but Olbing's going to catch up here to make it a 3-on-3. And it's Liam Walsh catching up there as well. And now it's deep. Roberts with it, looking for somebody up front. It's an open man and a save there. He either caught a skate or Boudreau made the save. Back behind the goal line, Liberty controlling it now, cycling it up top. Miller pulls the trigger through traffic, glove down, and a save by Boudreau. It's loose, and a chance along the far post and trying to come over to the near side. Liberty taking a shot along the side of the net, no goal there. And it's now the Patriots getting a hold of it here. Logan Hulse lost it there as Masters will tap it right back in. Wilson along the near side. Wilson looking for an option. Drops it back for another Wilson. Got to get these Wilson straight. A shot at the goal mouth and a save. But a toe of Brady Boudreau. Oh, baby, 1-0 Potomac with 10:40 left here in the first. Whoa, wow.
I don't know if you guys saw the angle I did, but that was there was about a foot of open ice right in front of that puck, and I'm not really sure, but Boudreau got back to it, and it got smothered. Very, very close.
He got a toe on it last second. 6 save, keeping it 1-0 Potomac. Now it's oh wow, what a move, freshman! Don't pull that trigger, Halpenny with the save. Oh, if there was a finish on that one, I'd be talking ESPN top 10. Now, backwards in, but he'll get punished. Bellew. Oh man!
Surprised we didn't see an offsides call there, to be honest with you.
I know it.
Backed himself into that zone.
That's Bunn, I beg your pardon, but nonetheless, what a hit. And now it's Sharks taking a long distance shot. And refusing that collect call from the blue line is Boudreau, who will hold on to that one in the breadbasket. 10:09 left here in the first. David Stearns, Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, Phillip Prevost. We are Cross Ice Feed. Visit us at crossicefeed.com. Follow us on Twitter at Cross Ice Feed. And also give us the thumbs up on Facebook. Check out our page. We love when you like us. And subscribe to us on YouTube, by the way, for the replay of this one.
The HD replay.
You got it. Hey, we try on the stream. Here's a shot and a save up front. Boudreau didn't know he made the save, but he did. And this one's cleared down the length of the ice. No icing. As we eclipse the halfway point of this first period, 1-0 Potomac.
A lot of accountability from the defensive end. Melise is getting back there. Ludeman's getting back there. Hulse is getting back there, clearing that garbage out in front of the net. Those rebounds haven't been too difficult for Boudreau.
Here's a chance for Mancha up top in front of Halpenny, and Halpenny shuts the door. That was a heck of a line effort out there with Melise working with Height and Mancha. McDaniel and Langford. I can't see who that winger is there, but we'll find out in a second here as it comes up top. Well, setting it up here for a point shot. That one goes into protective netting, and we'll get the stoppage with 9:30 left here. I believe that is Trinquan on the opposite side.
I think the real difference has been that Liberty shots have been a lot of flurries, a lot of quick shots, and the volume is certainly there, where Potomac has been very much focusing on picking their shots, making each of them count, and well, so far it's worked on the scoreboard.
D-to-D it goes. It's Logan Hulse putting it up along the wing here, but it's cleared back. And it's Bellew putting it down low inside the Patriots zone. Feed to the front, intercepted by Potomac, and now they come back the other way. And now it's Trinquan trying to find some speed here. And he'll drop it off there along the far half boards for Langford. Trinquan along the boards. Down low, McDaniel setting up in front. McDaniel looking for it, and that one bounced along the side of the net. Water bottle popping up like a whack-a-mole. Over to the far side 3-on-3 the other way to Liberty. Getting around one, making it a 3-on-2. Here comes a chance up front, point blank. And around the side he goes, trying to feed it forward. Deflection up front was Chase Harris. And now the other way they go is Ludeman. A bouncer to McDaniel. Zach McDaniel trying to work his way to the front. A former Hampton Roads Whaler, if I remember correctly here.
Been a bit of a workhorse this period so far. He's looking for that nice, perfect pass to the center to set him up, make this 2-0.
Boudreau setting it up there. There Anderson through center. A little bit of a pile up there on 95. Olbing will intercept here over to the near side for Anderson to clear it in. Walsh getting it there, caught up in his equipment. Walsh battling for it along the half boards. Doing work there with Wilson. And that Wilson there is Jeff Wilson. And now it's picked up by Eric Masters. This one going airborne. And it'll be slapped up to the blue line and out. Kyle Miller. And a hard check there on Raymond Wilson. And Raymond Wilson battling for it there. Olbing trying to strip him of the puck. And up to the blue line. And in, it's Eric Masters. A little bit of a back and forth, more conservative play right now. But both sides getting their opportunities. A lot of perimeter shots coming here now, Shrems.
Yeah, Liberty's, their game plan definitely looking to that center in order to just kind of get a, I guess they got like a system there, like set plays that they're trying to run, but Potomac's right there. Defense looks sound tonight.
Breaking that conservative trend there, it was a pass up for Liam Wilson, Liam Walsh waiting at the blue line. Here comes a chance for Liberty in front, a shot! Almost getting a full wrap on it there was Danny Logan. And he didn't pull the trigger on time there. I was just out of his wheelhouse by then. Now here comes Kyle Height. Height going 1-on-5. Brave effort.
I like it.
Bold strategy. Now it's over to the near corner, controlled by Liberty. It's Ben Hughes putting it over to the far corner. He'll find it on the tape of Zane Schartz. Logan up at the blue line now, a 2-on-2 with Bunn. Logan, Bunn across the line. And catching up is Schartz into the play. Over to the near side, it's Bunn into the corner. Bunn looking up front. Patriots getting in the way of that one. It's Logan Hulse. Down over to the near corner, backhanded around. Melise trying to use the boards there as this one fed to the front. Boudreau slaps it away. A rolling puck up to the blue line, kept in there by Liberty. Bunn colliding hard there. There's another Wilson. Robert Ward, I beg your pardon. Here comes a chance now. Manny Machado on goal. Takes a shot. Halpenny makes the save. Put it right in on the logo. And that is keeping the score 1-0. Potomac with 6:22 left here in the first period. Shremsy.
Mancha's got some wheels, though. Good to see that speed. We haven't seen this team so far, so we're learning about them just as newly as you are. But Mancha's got the speed, just can't pick that crest to shoot at. Got to pick a corner.
Got something to say? Hit us up on Twitter at Cross Ice Feed. And a point shot from Ludeman goes right into the glove, the expecting glove of Halpenny. Twitter it is at Cross Ice Feed and the Facebook page. Check us out. Send us your notes, corrections on pronunciations, praise, criticism, whatever you want to send us. Over to the near side, it goes into the corner.
Dinner if you got it in you.
Sure, why not? Point shot. Anderson, shot blocked. Erickson getting around his man there. Over to the near corner inside of the Patriot zone. Erickson, another side angle shot there. Nicely lined up by Boudreau. The words got the best of me. Oh, and a high shot there. Drops in front there. Oh, and a hard hit. Oh, baby. He just got rattled, and he is slow to get to his feet. Who is that, man? It's Eric Anderson that got hit hard.
Hard to knock him down, too.
Oh, man. This one sent down like the ice. He is slow to get off the ice. Yeah, he took one hard there. Over to the near side now. Patriots getting caught in a change. Garvin across the Patriots line, trying to duck away from a check. Coming in there with a set of wheels was Mancha. And this one going over to the far side. Logan Hulse will pick it up and take it out himself up to the blue line, across into the neutral territory. Puck batted around here and shoveling it over to the near side for Bellew. And now it's going to be picked up by Height with a drop pass up top. Released with a shot blocked. And taken the other way by Chase Harris. Ian Rush having trouble with it there. He'll have to chase it back over to the near corner. And over to the far side half boards, he finds it for Kyle Height. Height trying to clear it up there for a breaking wing. And it's going to be kept in there by Roberts. Roberts taking the point shot, but it's blocked. Zachariah Roberts trying to work that one towards the front. Miller working it over to the near side for Garcia. Garcia having trouble getting his pass away. And it'll be another attempt here for the Flames just to get inside the Patriot zone for a second. They'll have to tag up on a delayed offside. Boudreau couldn't stick that one down. Goes over to the far corner. Far corner where it's picked up there by Taylor Trinquan. And sent over to the near side. Intercepted here in a clearing attempt, and a shot there. Blocked up front nicely there. Boudreau had his work cut out for him, but we have a call coming up here to Trinquan for hooking with 4:27 left here in the first. Liberty will get their first crack at it with the man advantage. It is a Reebok hockey penalty kill. I beg your pardon. It is an All-American Steakhouse penalty kill. All-American Steakhouse, located in Lake Ridge, and locations also throughout the metro area, including my backyard over near Ashland.
Crisis averted on that one. I didn't see who made the play, but the pass went right up the gut. Kind of a no-no, but they only got out of it with a penalty and not a goal again. So hopefully the PK can take care of this.
Up top it goes here. Liberty setting it up here with Ward along the near circle. Back up top. And a point shot. Blocked up front. Hughes pulled the trigger on that one. Here's Johnny. And a chance along the short side. Nice stop up there by Boudreau. Keeping the pad down and up against that post. Leaving no room down low. Up top. And a pass by Schartz. Squeaks out into the neutral zone. And it'll be taken the other way. Liberty looking to set things up here. Did so well there for their first attempt. 1:15 left here in the man advantage on Trinquan's hooking penalty against the Potomac Patriots. And a point shot there. Gunned into the glass and along the dasher and up to the blue line and out. Hughes having to send it over to the near side of the neutral zone for Ward. Robert Ward going back towards Halpenny. Being shadowed there by Zach McDaniel. And he'll retreat and go off on a change. Second unit coming out here with a penalty kill and a power play, respectively. Along the far side now, out through neutral, and wheels turning here. And a shot by Bunn and a save by Boudreau. Challenge up front. Erickson going toe-to-toe here. And it's Ian Rush who says, I'll have none of that. Keep away from my keeper. Patriots hockey this year will be streamed live at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Lake Ridge in Woodbridge, Virginia. And also Glory Days at Potomac Mills. Stay tuned for more details. We'll have that information at PotomacPatriots.net and on our Facebook page. And also our webpage, of course, crossicefeed.com. Mancha sending it out on his backhand and down the length of the ice with a half a minute to kill on Trinquan. His hooking there. Nice pressure there. It's Mancha. Look at him. He's all over the place. I love it.
Told you. Coach was talking him up before the game. Said this guy's the complete deal. He's a workhorse. Looking forward to seeing what we can do out there. And so far, so good.
And back behind the cage it goes over to the far circle. Liberty looking to take one on. And this one goes into protective netting. With a deflection, no less. Face-off should remain inside. They are checking to make sure. It did deflect, and yes, it did. So pretty excited about the opportunities ahead here for these Potomac Patriots. As we mentioned, next weekend we have the Richmond Generals come to town. Not a home and home this time. It's going to be both games here at the Prince William Ice Center consecutive days, Saturday and Sunday. This one down the ice it goes, and we're back to full strength.
Good kill by the Pats.
Both teams going 0 for 1 on their man advantages. And now Patriots looking to give Liberty a run for their money here. Now we're back to even strength. And the only goal scorer in this game is Tim Olbing. And this one to the shot, and they score. Wow, what a setup there. Trying to go butterfly, stop that one. Boudreau could not stop it. The wheels were put in motion, and I spoke too soon. It's 1-1. 2:09 left here in the first.
Yeah, they talked, we talked about just moments ago that set play they've been looking for, and I think we just saw it there. It's a pretty pass, tape to tape, and Boudreau got over just at the last second. It squeaked by him, but he's got good range in that crease. I mean, that guy is going down all the way, post to post.
Just over the pad there as he went butterfly, and unfortunately, it is a tie game. We've hit the reset button. Liam Walsh with it now. Here's the call. Johnny, can you translate for us? Because this public address system over on this side, we're not accustomed to.
89 from 4. That's Wilson from Bellew. I had it cranked up and I kept getting feedback, so I turned it back down.
Positive or negative feedback?
Whoa, somebody lost
Hey,
their
any
glove.
feedback is good feedback unless it's the ringing sound, right?
You got it. Patriots with a minute and a half left here in the
Keep.
first. Tim Olbing setting a point shot into the slot. Here comes a chance. Oh, received by Halpenny. Oh, one-on-one with Turchenik. Halpenny got the best of him there with the pad. Over to the far corner, we got ourselves a bit of a traffic jam on the Beltway as it goes around over to the inner loop. Along over to the corner it goes. And up top, nice keep in there. Ludeman with Turchenik. Ludeman with a shot. Halpenny to save the rebound. Sticked out into the slot and taken away. Almost a breakaway chance there. 1 minute left. Tyson Street with it now. Trying to send it over to the front, but nobody there. Turchenik behind the back pass over to Nick Ludeman. For Charlie Freshman across the line, near side wing, stops it up at the half boards, drops it down over to the corner. And it's Kaufman. Working there with Turchenik. Kaufman put it over there. Turchenik finds it, turns it around, takes a shot, loose up front. Halpenny made the save there. I believe he got a piece of it kicking over to the far side. This one launched through center, trying to get a hold of it. There's Ty Ayers. He does so successfully. 30 seconds to play here. Nick Kaufman across the line. Kaufman guns it. Stick save there by Halpenny. Looking for that juicy rebound up front.
Turch was there. He was just in the wrong place, just a few feet to his right. This game would have been a 2-1 contest.
Kept in there. 20 seconds left here. Trinquois trying to work it down low, but it's pushed out by the Flames in front of their bench.
Nothing late, boys.
Over to the near side now. We'll try to get an interview in between periods here as 10 seconds comes down here. Charlie Freshman pulls the trigger on that one. Deflected and ricocheted over to the far corner as we come down to 3 seconds. Up to the point. No shot coming, and that'll do it. After 20 minutes of play, Potomac Patriots, Liberty University Flames, D1, all knotted up at 1. Stay tuned here on the feed. We'll have an interview in a few moments' time. Brian Schrems will pick out probably Tim Olbing.
First intermission here with one of the newest Pats players, Tim Olbing. Welcome to the team, man. I mean, that was impressive right in the first 5 minutes of the game. Talk a little bit about how the goal kind of unfolded.
I don't know. I just get the puck from Turch, the Russian guy, and it just shut up in front of me, and I don't know what I did. I shoot it and then score, so.
Talk a little bit about the chemistry that you've developed so far. Is there a player that you've been working with out there that you kind of have a thing with?
You mean my line mates?
Yes.
Yeah. We connected good so far, I think. Yeah, the Russian guy, Turch, and the American guy, yeah. I think we play really good, though. I don't know. We're connecting good, yes. I don't know.
It looks very good so far. Real quick, can you talk a little bit about your previous playing experience? Are you playing stateside or were you over in Europe?
I played back in Sweden last year, so this is my first season. So I just been there for 1.5 months. So yeah, I'm start learning. I keep on learning and stuff like that. So
has the adjustment been difficult for you, rink size, or is it in style of play, or do you picking it up?
Like I said, it's getting better, but in the beginning, yeah, kind of different because it's pretty. I'm used to that size that we have here, the Olympic rink. So, but it's okay. It's not so. No.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. David Stearns, Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, Phillip Prevost here at the home of the Potomac Patriots, who struck early in that opening frame. As you saw the interview with Tim Olbing and Brian Schrems. The 1-1 score with the equalizer coming from Liberty. Correct me if I'm wrong again there, John. It was Raymond Wilson that got that one? Not twice. John is not with us. He is speaking with Jack Strikers. Hi, Jack.
What?
Who got that Liberty goal?
The Liberty goal was scored by number 89, Jeff Wilson. Assisted by number 4, Stephen Bellew.
Bellew, that's I had the 89-98 transposed here. So, yeah, but it was a goal, you could not forget, as it went over the top of Boudreau's pad on a set pass down low on a breaking 2-on-1. Tough decision for the defender, and that's where we stand after 20 minutes played. 19-14 shots in favor of Liberty after one, and here we go with frame number 2. And it's all the way back to Boudreau. Boudreau is going to put a paw down, and we're going to our first stoppage there as Robert Ward is in the vicinity. Never a good thing when Robert Ward is in the vicinity.
19-14 shots after one. However, it's quality of shots like Johnny was talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of just
more perimeter shots.
yeah, more perimeter shots.
Oh, and a backhand shot there from point blank, and an opportunity there Danny Logan looking to set up shop along the side of the net there, but instead it's pushed out and a hard check there. Turchenik took the brunt on that one. This one being chased down by Liam Walsh. Walsh trying to do the work by himself there, but getting some support on the back check there from Tim Olbing. A nice keep there. Swung around over to the near sideboards, down into the corner. And somebody wearing a Troy Brower shirt over there. I'm so sorry he left the Capitals. And now it's over to the far side of the neutral zone. Sharp shot, a great snag out of the air by Brady Boudreau. Getting the leather up there, snagging that one down. The 21st shot for Liberty up against the 15th shot of Potomac. 1-1 score.
Flashing the lever. Brady Boudreau. Is he rocking the orange and black and white?
He certainly is.
A little homage to his roots right now, I guess.
Well, his second roots, I guess.
His new roots.
His new
roots.
Yeah, you know, those roots have been planted over there in Anaheim. And now over to the near side of the net, it's Eric Anderson putting it over to the far half boards and bouncing it out through neutral. Manny Mancha could not get a hold of it there.
I do like the third jerseys Anaheim's putting out there this year.
Hey,
the
look
all
sharp.
orange.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Them in Colorado got it right.
Yeah, that outdoor game, eh? That'll be a good one. They are the matchup in that outdoor game, right?
You're a little ahead of me. I'm not into the schedule just
Oh,
yet.
man. Get to it, man. And over to the near side. Speaking of schedule, next week we will have the Richmond Generals in town here. This one's flagged down for an icing. And the changes are denied on the Potomac side. Patriots hockey is sponsored by the Spine and Joint Institute, sjinstitute.com. Dr. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer can fix you up with family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic. 703-994-4874, sjinstitute.com for more details. They recently moved across the street from their old Lee Highway location. We'll have to get that updated address, and we'll get a video ad from him here. That guy's famous. He's got his own podcast, The Hockey Doc. Check it out on iTunes. Lamoureux with the shot, and he scores! That one looked like it was a slam dunk, or it just caught the inside of the post. Did Garvin get a stick on that one, Shrems?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. It didn't seem like it got deflected. It was just a long shot from the point. Boudreau definitely did not see it. He came down.
Yeah. That's a
little bit late.
Tough shot to manage. Catching the far post. Oh, wow.
Credit to Liberty, though. They came out flying this period so far. They were a little flat to start the first period, and Pats made them pay for it, but Liberty's fast start that's got them the 2-1 lead. Sorry about that.
Well, Lamoureux got the goal, so no deflection. John, who's on that helper? We'll get John back here in a second as it goes over to the far side of the blue line. Another point shot from that same sweet spot. They are thinking they may have exposed the weakness, but Patriots got to clog up that lane. Over the near side now, trying to maintain control. A chance that'll keep it in. Trying to find Garcia, but it's intercepted there. Ian Rush setting it up, getting pressure there from Zachariah Roberts. And now fed through center. It'll be picked up by Freshman. Charlie Freshman will turn it over, and it'll be out through neutral. Nick Kaufman, team's back on sides. Kaufman roping it around there, but it's intercepted and popped away, rather, by Miller. Nick Ludeman put it ahead now, deflected in by Tim Olbing, who has the goal for the Potomac Patriots. 2-1 score. Here comes a chance now. Trying to duck away from a check was Olbing. Thor just couldn't put it in the pocket there. Now the shot blocked. Second attempt to rebound. Comes over to the near side for Turchenik, who winds up. Takes a shot. Almost takes off the head of Halpenny. Oh, boy.
Went short side upper right-hand corner on the goaltender there. I was not expecting that, but he almost sniped it pretty good.
Get insurance, kid. Oh, my goodness. And this one down over to the near corner. Backhanded to the front, intercepted by Olbing. Olbing almost going in on goal there. Drops it off over to the near corner for Turchenik. Turchenik. What's that?
I was going to say common theme here. Flames just dumping it to the front, hoping that somebody's going to be there.
Oh, a nice hit there on Hughes. And here's a chance now. Olbing will pick it off over to the near side to feed it up top and out, but no, it's going to be kept in there by Hughes. Tight inside the blue line, fed through center. Liam Walsh trying to get a hold of it. He'll tap it ahead, no icing. Chase down over to the near corner. Walsh will pick it up, dancing around 1, dancing around 2. He's got it back behind the goal line. Tapping away for it is Ty Ayers, but he won't get it. He'll get it now over to the far side, and it's deflected out off of Masters. And some rough stuff there. We got a roughing call coming up. Nick Ludeman, and he's going to get tagged for interference. Oh, man. Yeah. He bought into it. Eric Masters was really agitating him, and, well, he bit, and that's it.
It's that discipline that we're looking for. Coach talked about it in the pregame, and they got to stick to that. They don't want to get burned with the power play.
Bellew keeping it in there. Lamoureux. Interference is the call. And this one gets gunned out of play with 15:41 left here in the second. 2-1 Liberty. No deflection. Face-off coming outside. 1:38 left on Ludeman's penalty for interference. Both sides are 0 for 1 on their man advantages. Liberty looking to go 50% here. The Patriots looking to stay 100%. This one comes up top. A shot through traffic. And that one, a piece of the blocker there of Boudreau. Over the near side now, Bellew trying to scoop it over to the far half boards. Intercepted there, but now it's picked off again by Liberty. Liberty maintaining control with a shot there from Bunn. A loose puck in the paint, and it's loose again. Backhanded up to the blue line. Nice keep there by Kyle Miller. Trying to move it towards the front there. Bellew trying to cheat on the back door. And it'll be Potomac trying to gain control of it over in the corner. Back behind the cage and scooped up and out successfully by Devin Malise. I believe that was Malise. No, I beg your pardon. That was actually Logan Hulse. So the black netting here will not be a problem in the future.
The red on gray.
That too. Out of the outside, trying to cut his way around with a wraparound chance. Bellew. He'll keep control of it though, all the way up to the blue line. Dumping it back behind for Garvin. Garvin getting a hold of it now. Go to the far half boards up top. Hughes looking for a lane. Back over to the far circle. And fed into the slot. Backdoor shot. And a save there by Boudreau on Sharks. Up top again for Hughes. Hughes looking over to the far side. He's got Ward. Back up top. Hughes pulls the trigger. Saved by Boudreau. The rebound. A bouncer. Loose again and a shot deflecting wide. Over to the far half boards. And Trinquan couldn't get a hold of it there. Kept in there. Sharks with it now. Up top to Hughes. Top of the umbrella. Over to the far circle. It's Ward. Ward. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Over to the near side half boards for Sharks. Patriots still 100% on the penalty kill. 0 for 2 are the Liberty Flames on their man advantages. And back behind the cage now. Maintaining control though. The Flames do have the Patriots trapped. Ty Ayers trying to scoop it along. Referee got in the way of that one, but this one will pop its way out. No icing as Halpenny will come out to retrieve it. Sent up to the neutral zone and oh boy.
Got away with one. They got away. Sterling didn't see it.
Yeah, and that was very close. It was Charlie Freshman, last one off there. Now it's Turchenik. Putting it through center now. Turchenik and Olbing up at the blue line, and Olbing was just a foot inside.
I disagree, and circle takes the square.
It looked like it was from this side.
Yeah. Okay. Mic off.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Pat's on their heels a little bit in this period so far. Olbing dumps it in around the net. I'm not taking this.
I know you're not.
You know I can't do this.
I know. My wife's already asking what time I'm going to be home. We're all in trouble. My goodness, the season has just begun. Wilson trying to move it ahead now for Masters.
Oh.
It's Jeff Wilson getting checked hard there. Tim Olbing. Oh, Wilson is hurt. He is gingerly making his way towards the bench. And now it's out through center. Picked up Liam Walsh. 2-on-2. 3-on-2 developing. Walsh pulls the trigger. Rebound. Bouncing off the board and scooped up front by the keeper, Josh Halpenny.
Seems like the Pats have this this dangler out here at the red line, and past couple of fast breaks going their way. It's been just a chip shot up to the guy hanging out. Big shot over the right-hand side of The goaltender. You go. Sir.
I got it. You're talking.
I can't do this. I can't.
I know. One day we'll get you trained.
Yeah.
You want me to call up
No,
the side?
we're
Okay.
good. No, we're good.
Okay,
and plus, you're only coming in through one channel anyway. Here comes a shot, and it goes wide. Looking for that tap in there. And Tyson Street has it stolen away from here. Here's Kassab. Kassab's out there now. It's the first time I've seen him out there. And McDaniel up at the red line. Trying to scoop it over there from the wing, but couldn't get there in time was Trinquan. Kassab, nice work there. He backhands that one out. A little bit of fancy footwork to do so. Street lung the near side across the line. Fans want an offside. They will not get it. 12:05 left here in a second. 2-1. With Liberty in the driver's seat of this one now. First period, we saw an early strike from the Potomac Patriots, getting this crowd charged up. Now Harris pulls the trigger, and a nice save right into the Patriot logo of Brady Boudreau.
Yeah, Boudreau's going to be playing with the US 3 P3HL 3PHL.
Sure, we'll
whatever
go with that.
Whatever they change the name to this year.
USP3.
That's the one we're
There
looking
you
for.
go.
But he's flashed some serious leather so far today, and making an impressive debut at the elite level here.
That one stretched out to the far side, off to the corner. Now it's Bunn circling the wagons there as he takes his shot. And now back the other way, it's picked up. And Kyle Height trying to get around a few. Comes in, takes his shot. Oh, he guns it just wide glove side. Kept in. Far blue line by Ludeman. Oh, and everybody on the bench got involved on that hit. A little far side now. It's Sharks putting over to the near side. And up along the wing, it's Bunn deflecting it through. No icing. And now Ludeman's got company. Oh, and he gets taken out with a can opener from behind. No call coming. And it's Bunn up top, and Sharks is out. And he had somebody behind him. He had a sneaking suspicion that it was Manny Mancha waiting back there. This one off the feet.
You got a guy hanging up high here. He's trying to say it before. I couldn't quite get it out. But yeah, right up around the red line here is.
Offside is the call. Mid-County Physical Therapy is a sponsor of the Potomac Patriots. MidCountyPT.com. Located here in Woodbridge. That old sports injury nagging you? You want to get back in the game? Want to get back out there on the ice? You need Mid-County Physical Therapy. MidCountyPT.com. Face-off. One over to the far side now. It's Walsh. Walsh dancing across the line. He'll roll that one along the dasher. Right onto the stick of Tim Olbing, who gets checked hard on the boards. Taking him out there is Peter Shantz. Kept in there, far blue line. Nice work there by Ty Ayers. And it's a bouncer to Olbing, who pulls the trigger off the butt end of the stick of the goaltender, Halpenny. Oh, man.
He might have found twine on that one.
Yeah. Close, but no cigar. I wonder if we're going to get Cuban cigars now that we've opened up the trade embargo and everything. Oh, hello. Camera, a little drunk. Over to the far half boards. Resumes at crossicefeed.com. Garvin through center. Over to the far side of the neutral zone.
Attention.
Erickson
play-by-play.
Over to the near corner. Yeah. Thanks. 10:05 left here in a second. 2-1 Liberty Flames. Here on the cross ice feed. And yeah, tossed out. An old moldy sandwich. There was a shot there going into the protective netting with 9:53 left here in the second period. Liberty 2-1. David Stearns, Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, Phillip Prevost. Currently, we are the Cross Ice Feed, crossicefeed.com. For more details, we are the Metro DC broadcast team, specializing in hockey. Maybe one day we'll venture out into other things. John's more limber than I am. Oh, that one goes out as well. And we're back at it again. But this one, I believe, is going outside. Taking it outside next weekend. Tune in here on the feed as the Richmond Generals come to town. The Rivals down 95, 90 minutes down the road. Oh, baby, can't wait. The home season begins.
We saw some doozies against Richmond last year.
Certainly have.
I believe we saw like a 300 penalty minute game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The intro video features when Dustin Moyer got clocked, and it was Holloway, and oh, baby. That one blew the doors off of that relationship.
It's good, though. It's good to have rivals that close.
It's good. We thought we had it with East Coast, but that was just well pairing, and now they're actually known as the Carolina Eagles, and we got the Charlotte Rush tomorrow and Sunday. These guys are going to be hitting the road. Here's a shot, and a pad save, the rebound, pull the trigger. Oh, Kyle Height. Oh, a second too late there. Halpenny making a couple of solid saves for the Flames. And now we got a whistle. And it looks like a couple of folks will be sitting in the sin bin. One or more, or just one? Well, the Liberty door is not open.
It is.
Nope.
No.
And it is, in fact, one guy. It's Devin Melise.
Discipline, gentlemen, discipline.
Sitting for 2 or less. 9:08 left here in the second. 2-1 Liberty. Liberty can make it a 3-1 game in their favor. 0 for 2 so far. Patriots keeping a close game at this point. And all the credit to them, but a shot disparity, 28-16. Liberty in charge.
Yeah, only 2 or 3 shots this period for the Potomac Patriots. Almost buried one off the butt end of his stick, though.
Yeah, cross-check is the call from John. And it's Hughes trying to get it from Halpenny, but a bouncer over the stick there as it's Robert Ward. Put it down there. And it'll be Garvin. A breakout here. Ward's going to be looking for it here. No, the backhand shot, and they score. Boudreau couldn't get a hold of that one as he went down to make the Glover. And now it's 3-1. With 8:34 left here in the second. So 1 for 3, not too bad on the penalty kill, but unfortunately they score.
Yeah, they just torched the defense on that one.
In favor of Liberty by a stretch of 2 now.
Not much could have been done by Boudreau. Got to keep their heads in the game, though. Plenty of time left for Potomac to get back into this one. We saw them in the first period, a team like we'd never seen before coming out flying like that. We got to kind of get that going again, channel that first period and see what happens.
So they went 1 for 3 on the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater penalty kill. So far, 8:20, trying to get this one back. Here comes Turch with a shot and a save there by the pad of Halpenny. Over to the near side now. It's going to be sent around by Giamona. And a physical contest now down over the far side. Ooh, body tumbling down there, but it's Turchenik trying to get a return pass up front, but he was tied up at the moment, and now it's Liberty leading the charge the other way, 3-on-3. Now it's Street across the line. Street up to Garcia. Garcia with a shot and a save by Boudreau. Got a hold of that one. 7:53 left here in the second. 3-1. Liberty in lead. John, you can take that penalty down.
Oh, yeah. I guess I can do that.
You can.
Yeah.
We don't want to extend the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater.
Forgot about that. I was going to tell you about how the Patriots have only had 2 shots so far this period. The first one coming early and the second one just happening. It's been a long road to get back on offense for these Patriots.
Can you give us a goal? The speakers here are just...
I did, and it was loud, and I don't know what your problem is, Dave.
Well, the speakers aren't facing us. They're facing
Logan
you.
Logan from Garvin, 74-17.
Logan from Garvin, and here's a point shot into the glove of Halpenny, and he holds on. 7:37, flying our way through this one. 3-1 Liberty. Next weekend, Richmond Generals. Tomorrow, Charlotte Rush. These guys will make their way, hopefully not in a rush down to Charlotte for games tomorrow and Sunday, both Elite and Empire. So Empire's getting the night off here. Taking in this one, I hope, here on the Cross Ice feed. And it's back behind the goal line and scooped out of the air by Charlie Freshman, taking that shot. Freshman shot going wide there. Liberty looking to break it out here. This one launched way through the air. Not out of play. Ayers going toe-to-toe with Erickson. Now Lamoureux, who has a goal in this contest. He made it 2-1. He's got the go-ahead. Miller putting it down low, back behind the goal line. Erickson trying to get a hold of it there, along with some assistance from Grant Garvin. Over to the far side of the blue line inside of the Patriots zone. A shotgun just wide. And over to the near side now, Shantz. Couldn't keep it inside the blue line there as it's just outside. Lamoureux got Garvin on the inside, but he's going to have to tag up on a delayed offside. And here comes a shot from the neutral zone, and Halpenny got a stick on that one. Not out of play, deflected off the glass, and out Ty Ayers. Having a bit of a troubling time there with Garvin. And it'll be Eric Anderson going with his counterpart, Erickson, who's number 9 as well. Erickson takes out Eric Anderson into the boards. It's like a mishmash of the two. Over to the far half boards it stays.
There you go.
Eric Masters getting crunched in there by Anderson. Puck goes behind the cage. Now the hits are starting to come up a little bit here. Ooh, and a hard hit there to the head.
Yeah, I think we're
Eric
getting
Masters is going to go. Head contact, no, it's just going to be a roughing. And 6:10 left here in a second. It's going to be a cross-ice feed power play, crossicefeed.com. For more details, follow us on Twitter at crossicefeed and like us on Facebook. Like you should. So they are 0 for 1.
Stat from last week, too, they did not have a power play goal last weekend against Hampton Roads either. So a point of improvement for sure. They got to bury one here to get back in this game.
Point shot, saved by Halpenny. The rebound, scooped up by Liberty, sent up to the glass, not out, kept in there by Hulse. Hulse being challenged there. High stick one out of the air by Liberty, but it's played by the Patriots. It's up at the blue line for Ludeman. Ludeman to Olbing. Olbing, far half boards. Down below the goal line it goes. To the front. Nobody there to get it, and Garcia will take it out by himself. Nice work by the linesman. And it's scooped right back in by Potomac. Very animate Andy Newton on the bench there as this one goes high and saucers over Logan Hulse. 1:20 left here on the cross-ice feed power play. 5:30 left here in a second. 3-1. Liberty Flames. Methodically moving their way out. And left there.
It's got to be smoother than that, gentlemen.
Maybe it's the ice. It's getting a little choppy out there as we come down to the 5-minute mark here. 5:10 to be exact. 1 minute left on this man advantage. Olbing. Across the line he goes. He gets stymied. And the puck makes its way out into the neutral zone. Ludeman back to pick it up at the red line. And he'll take it in. Setting it up. Nobody there. Pass behind them all, but it's kept in there. Top of the umbrella. And a shot blocked yet again. Back over to the near corner it goes, and Liberty will get there first. Not clear, and it's kept in. Walsh didn't get it there, but Logan Hulse will. He'll pull the trigger. Halpenny did not have to make a save as it was blocked up front. Now short-handed try the other way, breakaway. Now for Bellew. Bellew in on goal. He takes a shot. He goes over the cage. 4:33 left here in a second. 22 seconds left on the man advantage. Turchenik will have it now. Turchenik losing control of it, trying to get it past the bouncing puck. And it's over to the far side in front of the Patriots bench. Tossed in as we come down to the final 10 seconds of this man advantage. Police having trouble with it there, but it'll be retrieved by Anderson. Anderson will toss into the far corner. We're back to even strength. Eric Masters will rejoin his team. He'll go onto the bench. And a shot right on a Halpenny, and Halpenny will hold on. 4:05 left here in a second. Still a 2-goal game. Liberty in the lead, 3-1.
Potomac trying to claw back in it a little bit more spark after that third goal. Kind of pick things up a little bit there, but that man advantage, they have got to get themselves situated inside the zone. They had enough trouble getting through into the neutral zone for that matter. So, again.
More information on your Potomac Patriots, visit PotomacPatriots.net. Good looking website. Credit to Bill Gerke for those beautiful photos from last season there. Great work. Looks really sharp. Very, very well, very intuitive webpage.
Much better than previous.
I know. And here's a chance now. Liberty into the slot. The shot, they score. Put upstairs by Michael Bunn. And it's 4-1. 3:40 left here in a second. This one's starting to get a little lopsided, and hopefully the Patriots will find some balance here. It looks like we're going to get a goaltending change here. Boudreau out, and coming in now is Mickell Mannell. Mickell Mannell, affectionately known in the locker room as M&M, will lose himself. Penalty. And we got a call coming up here, and it's going to go to Liberty. So, just what they need, just what the doctor ordered. A power play, a cross-ice feed power play to be precise.
Timeout, I think we're calling.
It'll be a hook, and we are looking for that timeout to maybe regroup here. No, maybe not.
No.
Okay.
He was teeing it over there.
Crossed. No, he was doing X's, he was doing T's, he was doing Z's.
Hey, whatever pot's a goal here, they need to get one before this second intermission.
And he was doing downward facing dog too when we weren't looking. Can you believe that?
I knew it. I noticed he was more limber than usual.
Yeah, he does yoga on the bench. Well, we got Bunn on the goal call. Shorthanded try here for Garcia. Garcia feeds it to the front and nobody home to knock it home. Okay, we got all that. 2 minutes for hooking, it is. There it is. And as a shorthanded try here, Patriots are trapped here on the cross-ice feed power play. And over to the near side through neutral, Sviataslov Turchenik. With his jersey still in Moscow. Coming in on a backhand help, and he made a save. Had to make an effort on that one, and it's cleared up and out. And it'll be M&M with it now. Mannell putting it into the glass. Wow, what a stretch on that one, huh? Walsh trying to dig it from the stick through the legs there of Hughes. Hughes across the line. Masters will go down the chase, giving Melise a bit of a time there. Melise almost having it stripped away from him. He'll catch it.
Boy, aggressive forecheck from Liberty.
Very aggressive
Potomac cannot get themselves out of their own zone to set something up in the Flames' end.
It's a neutral zone battle here. Patriots can't get set up. Being a little bit stymied at the moment. Melise across the line. Second unit coming out here. Well, so late change with 20 seconds left on the man advantage. They are 0 for 2. Avoiding, hopefully, here to go 0 for 3 in that one. No, they're not going to rule it out, but nonetheless, it does come out on a second effort from the Flames.
That's going to about do it for this man advantage.
Here comes Harris, the head full of steam, and he comes across the line offside. Just a few seconds a little early was Zachariah Roberts.
0 for 3 tonight, the Patriots are with a man advantage. Haven't seen too many shots this period, regardless, in 0 with the man advantage. They have 0 shots with the 2 penalties they just had in their favor. So,
and more importantly, on the last power play for the Patriots, they had that major breakaway come in on them with, I believe it was Ludeman trying to dive for the save to slap the puck away. And this time, so much difficulty getting out of their zone.
They got away with an offside here. Here's a shot. Halpenny to save the rebound. Kicked over to the near side. Hopefully they can set up something here with the minute and 20 to go. We're back to full strength, though. Some offensive presence has been lacking in this second period. Maybe it's just the way that they're playing. You know, they don't like to play on that side of the ice. They like to play on that side of the ice, you know.
It's a preferential thing.
But the long changes just kind of kill you, you know. Let's see. Mannell's going to leave it back there. Ludeman over to the far corner, and as we eclipse the 1 minute mark here. Left in a second. It's 4-1 Liberty. The D1 ACHA club here. Cross line over to the far circle now. Trying to spin it around to send it up. The shot there. Zach McDaniel trying to set up Ludeman. Over to the near side, Ian Rush. Rush gets popped by Erickson. Puck on the stick there. A Trinquan. Down low to the goal line. Fed over to the slot and trying to find it there, but Garvin got a stick on it to slow it down. That'll be picked up there by McDaniel. McDaniel gets taken down. And the puck's still inside the offensive zone, but it rolls its way out across the blue line. Erickson will tap this one in as he gets bowled over by Kassab.
20.
And 20 seconds left here in the second period. Zach McDaniel now trying to send it out. Sterling got in the way of that one. Now Trinquan will have it with 10 seconds to go. 2-on-2. Kassab across the line, 2. Trinquan's shot goes wide. Trinquan trying to catch up with it. Trying to send it to the front. 2 seconds left. And that will do it for the second period. Patriots down to the Liberty University Flames with a score of 4-1. 20 more to go or more. We'll see how the Patriots respond here in this third frame upcoming. Stay tuned. Shrem's going to run down for an interview. We'll join him in a few moments' time. Here's Johnny with our intermission report. John Baranowski, what's going on, buddy?
John Baranowski here with the intermission report. Scorekeepers update here. Our third penalty came against the Liberty Flames. 2 in that period. Roughing and hooking. The Patriots unable to score on that. And more importantly, they didn't spend much time in enemy territory doing that. If anything, they had better luck right after the power play than they did during it. During that first power play, Nick Ludeman ended up coming out and doing a nice sweep check, deciding to dive to try and get the puck away from the player rather than keeping up with him. And luckily that didn't cost him, but it was a dangerous move, an interesting decision to say the least. The second power play that the Patriots had, they spent most of that time in their own zone. Liberty has been stifling on this forecheck and really making the Patriots work for every little bit. Sitting down here with some of the other players, they've noticed there isn't much shooting going on. The Patriots had 6 shots on that period. Meanwhile, Liberty doubled that with 12. As I wait for the Boney to cross. And while it shows on the scoreboard, 3 goals for Liberty, none for the Patriots. They certainly need to do something to get their act together and be ready for this third period of play. Last time they played the Flames, they said that it was very close and they didn't really lose control of the game until the very end, where the score definitely didn't tell the whole story. Right now, it looks like the Flames have taken that lead a whole lot quicker. The question is, how will the Patriots respond in the locker room? And the coaching is going to be a big difference. I think Sean Braziel and Andy Newton, along with assistant coach Gabe Kano, will be a big, big difference here, and we'll see how the Patriots can respond. That's the key here for the third period.
Energy level, John, what is the energy level right now with the Potomac Patriots bench? They look like the, opposite of what they were in the first period, and obviously Liberty, man, where did they come from there in that second period?
Well, I mean, the energy was a little low on the Patriots bench. There's no doubt about that, and Liberty had everything to play for. They were doing well. They were getting the turnovers they needed. They were being stifling on the forecheck. So they have a lot of things to celebrate, and once you have a goal, that's something to hang your hat on and really, go with it. Meanwhile, the Patriots make the goaltending change, pulling Boudreau. Hey, I'm happy to see Mickell's pads. How beauty are those pads, really, Dave?
Oh, they are.
I mean, they're not only are they brown leather, but he's got the white glove. So it's not just like vintage hockey. We're talking like 80s vintage hockey. The battling Billy Smith and Chris Scary Terreri era. Some of the best era in hockey. At least we'll get to see that, and we'll see how he does. The difference in goaltending might be something to, like I said, you got to have something to hang your hat on, something to be proud of for that period, something to fight for. And sometimes a new goaltender is that thing to fight for. As silly as it sounds, momentum means so much more in hockey than it does in really any other sport. And if the Patriots can grab just a little bit of it early, it'll be a major difference in the third.
It looked like Olbing was the difference maker in that first period. Who is it now that needs to be that difference maker going into this final frame? Because, the intensity level is obviously notched down a bit for Potomac. But who is that guy that this team should be looking to have jump ahead here and help these guys out and kind of get them back into this one?
These things all come down to the captains. The captains are what matter the most. And that's where it ends up coming from. If you don't have the captains stepping up and letting that trickle down, then you're not going to have much success. So that's where it has to come from. It starts with the coaches, and then it goes to the captains, and then it works its way down the roster. Just one of those things of what leadership is all about.
All right, John, take a break. We got 6:50 left here in the intermission clock. Third period just around the corner. Liberty up 4-1. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Dave.
Second intermission here with Logan Hulse. Logan, guys came out flying that first period. Second period, a little bit of a different story. You got back on your heels, kind of turned things up there a little bit towards the end of the second period. But what do you guys got to do at least to get the advantage and the momentum going back in your favor?
We definitely have to play our systems. We're really good at the zone entry, and we just kind of fell away from that in the second period. And right now, if we execute the systems and do proper zone entry, we'll get to the net, we'll score.
Talk a little bit about your transition from forward to defense. Last year, we saw you out on the ice as a forward. You've dropped back this year. Tell us a little bit about the changes you had to make in your game.
I'd say it's a little bit. I played forward the last 2 years, but actually 2 years before that I played D for 2 years, so it's just kind of remembering everything I was taught and honestly forgetting some of the things I was taught. But Andy's a great coach. I got Sean here with me, Gabe. It's a great organization. I feel more comfortable than ever.
Lastly, talk a little bit about the makeup that you've had to kind of adjust yourself to. The makeup of this team is a little bit different than last year. Different line mates, different things like that. Who are you gelling with right now? Who is the guy that you guys have sort of developed a little bit of chemistry with?
I'd say overall, Nick Ludeman. He's really good. I know I played with Ian Rush for a while, but honestly, all the defensemen, we practice together. We switch sides during practice, and it comes into the game, and it really doesn't matter who we're playing with. Everyone's good with everyone.
Good luck on the third.
Thank you.
Back here at the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. after 2 periods of play. Liberty University Flames D1 in the driver's seat, 4-1. 3-goal lead here. 1 second. Sorry, I had to move some water bottles that were in the way of my equipment. So anyway, next weekend, some good prepping for the home season to continue, or to begin rather here. But what we have in front of us is road games tomorrow and Sunday. Charlotte Rush. This should help these guys well prepare for it. You know, Dustin Moyer sitting out of this one, and Jack Strikers. Yeah, obviously 2 very valuable tools in Sean Braziel's and Andy Newton's back pocket. So tomorrow, obviously, we're going to see Moyer start, but great effort from Boudreau in this contest, and now we get to see a little bit more out of Mickell Mannell in this final frame.
Yeah, and you want to see the Pats end on a positive note here. You want to see them maybe pot 1 or 2 more, make a game of this one late, but again, these are nice opportunities for both coaches to see, you know, where the points of improvement. Up here, broadcast booth, it's got to be the man advantage, and that carries over from last season too. I mean, it was struggle city last year when they had the opportunity to, you know, really change the momentum of a game.
Final frame. Well, anticipating the final frame here as we get set here at center ice. Sterling getting ready to drop the biscuit on this one. See if the Patriots can put that puck across the line at least a couple more times here. They've only done it once, and they did it in a minute and a half. I believe it was a minute and a half into this game. Tim Olbing, and here we go. 3rd period underway here from the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. It's Liam Walsh backhanding it to the front. Olbing had a stick tied up by Ward. This one launched into the air, glove down, and kept in there by Ludeman with the glove there, but it's taken by Ward. And circling around, finding it through center. A little hop in their step is Liberty. Now in on the back. What a save by Mannell. He thought he scored. Oh, and a great pad save again on the rebound.
Just ridiculous.
Oh, wow. And here comes Turchenik the other way, 2-on-1. Turchenik looking towards the front, a bouncing puck. Oh, and it just hit the outside of the post. What a quick start here in the 3rd frame. 19:20 to go here in the 3rd. Olbing, I beg your pardon, keeping it and over to the near side. Down low it goes. Patriots slowing this thing down, trying to control it. Olbing over to the corner. He goes up top to Ludeman. Ludeman cheating down to the half boards, trying to scoop it back.
Oh,
he gets popped hard. Oh, and Hughes taking him down, and that's going to warrant a call, hopefully, if you're correct there, Shrems.
I believe so. We got a call.
And it looks like the referee is talking with Hughes, and Hughes is going to be escorted to the box. We're going to have ourselves a cross-ice feed power play. Hopefully he's okay on that. Got up a little bit slowly and uneasily, but 19:05 left here in the 3rd. Hopefully they'll pot one here on their 4th opportunity, Shrems.
Yeah, this is number 4 for them. No shots in their past 2, though.
Well, there was 2 on the last one, I thought, but Ty Ayers with it. Yeah, the call nailed down there. Shrems with a knee. Even though the referee was in no man's land from our vantage point. Now the face-off one of the corner. This could be Bellew. Is going to swing it around. Ty Ayers going to keep it in. Ayers looking to the top there. He finds Anderson. Over to the far circle it goes. Anderson with the big body still up top. The top of the umbrella. Surprising choice, but maybe he's got a shot. Ayers couldn't keep that one in. The pass was just a little awkward for him to handle. And it's Devin Malise now. Malise looking for an opportunity. He'll take it. Drop pass up top to Ayers. New man on top. Coming in on that change. And it looks like Logan Hulse. Hulse rotating out with Anderson, and Malise gets taken down. We got ourselves a cross-checking penalty coming up. It's a 5-on-3 cross-ice feed power play. 18:23 left here in the 3rd. Things are about to get interesting.
Big opportunity here for the Pats. This is the opportunity they needed to swing something in their favor here. And my goodness, if they can make do of this, if they can make 2 here, we got ourselves a game.
18:23 says the clock here in the 3rd period. Patriots looking to get out of this 3-goal hole.
Let me ask you, Stearns.
Hard pass on the face-off there.
Would you have called a timeout there if you were coach?
Yeah, but Yeah, it's a long 5-on-3. Why not? Oh, and this one's sent down. Hit from behind is the call, I beg your pardon. Usually that's a hand behind the back, but
oh my
this
goodness,
one
gentlemen.
offside. And Liam Walsh looks a little upset about that. He wasn't exactly sure that he was offside. So that'll bring out a fresh set of legs here for this 5-on-3 that will go on for at least 52 seconds or less. Actually, it's one or the other, is it not? My wording is just terrible on that one. Ludeman getting that face-off win over to the front of the Liberty bench. And over to the near side, we have two stacked up here. It's Mancha. Mancha up top, Ludeman. Ludeman setting up the shot there for Hulse. Right in on Halpenny. He makes the save. Rebound swept away, not out. Kept in there by Hulse. Hulse still with it. Top of the far circle, top of the umbrella. He goes, takes the shot, try to find that lane. And a ricochet over to Melise. Back over to Hulse to Melise, who takes the shot. Whoa, he teed that one up a little high. 23 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and this one's scooped down the length of the ice. Out to get it is Mannell. Beg your pardon. I'm making up names.
Manny Mancha.
There you go. Manny Mancha. That's right. I knew there was a Manny out there. And it's Hulse pulling the trigger, and that one hits the glass. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Hit it now. Ludeman turning. Down low to the corner it goes. 5-on-4 now. 42 seconds. Up top, Hulse looking. Down low. Hulse getting a return pass. Takes a shot. Halpenny makes the save. Off the glove. Bouncing off the dasher. Trying to play it off the back of the pad. Nice work there. Down low. And now it's Mancha. Melise up top. Hulse trying to get it back to Melise, but now Mancha's going to have to chase it down. Miscommunication there. That one's off of his stanchion and down the length of the ice. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. 16:40 left here in the third. 4-1 Liberty University. Caught. A nice work there by Logan Hulse to recover.
Shades of Billy Smith, Dave, I told you.
I know.
I was going to say Marty Turco out for a Sunday drive there.
No, you got to help with the pads and the white glove. You got to go 80s.
Right. And here it is up top. Anderson, 5-on-5 now. Roberts blocking that shot over to the near side corner. Olbing up top to Anderson again. Anderson, Olbing. And communication is that they are at even strength. Sharts turned it over. Halpenny making the save and a quick whistle. Rebound off of that one.
Too quick of a whistle.
Free. It's 16:07 left here in the third. 4-1 Liberty, 32-25 shots in favor of Liberty. Patriots hockey sponsored by the Spine and Joint Institute, SJInstitute.com. For more details, Dr. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer can help you address your family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. SJInstitute.com, located in Fairfax, Virginia. Book your appointment today. And also subscribe to Hockey Doc Podcast. Dr. Felix Yeskin addressing all those important issues in the chiropractic world. Over to the far side now of the Liberty zone. Tapped back in by Anderson. Over to the near side now. Trying to get in there is Charlie Freshman. Freshman with a jersey flow. I think he ordered that one size too big on purpose. Look at that go. Oh, yeah. You haven't seen jerseys flow like that since the days of Gretzky.
You can, isn't it a
no, I know.
Is it a rule now?
No, you have to have them tied down.
John, here comes Sean. Of course. Here comes your answer.
The make and the model of the jerseys.
They go 9% faster, Dave, thanks to Reebok. 9%.
Yeah, sure. Measured out, right?
That's what they told us.
Science behind those jerseys. Here's Liberty inside the offensive zone. Garvin over to the top of the far circle. Captain Hughes taking a shot. Saved by Mannell, and he holds on. Face-off will be undoubtedly coming up to his left as this one marches on. 15:06 left here in the third. Cross Ice Feed making a call here. Follow us on Twitter at Cross Ice Feed. And remember, Ustream.tv, you'll need to go there to get the ad-free viewing for $3.99 a month. We'll make sure we put out that reminder for future broadcasts. $3.99 per month will get you uninterrupted feed. Here's a chance. Robert Ward! Oh, man, what a great poke check there. He went flying, prevented a goal for sure. Now, a 3-on-2 developing, but the puck goes on to the tip of Hughes instead. Now, it'll come back over to the near side. Logan trying to get a hold of it. And it'll be picked up and tapped in by Zach McDaniel. Back behind the cage. Is that not Halpenny anymore in net? I beg your pardon. I don't think he's in the cage anymore. We'll have to get
we don't have a number 1 on our score sheet.
It's Cary Byron.
Oh, thank you.
Cary Byron.
The Mythbuster?
You got it. Over to the near side. He multitasks. It's through center now. Schartz will have it. Schartz across the blue line, and that one's definitely offside, and they'll call it rightfully so. 14-15 left here in the third period. A couple of great opportunities, especially a 5-on-3 on the docket there for the Patriots, but they couldn't nail one home, so they're 0 for 5 on that score sheet as far as man advantage numbers go. Only allowing 1 on 4 opportunities. 25% is the power play for Liberty, 75% kill on the Patriots side.
PK's looking pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
I liked it. I don't highly recommend it, though. Here's Tim Olbing. Drop pass there. Oh, man! Oh, there's going to be a call on that one on Bellew.
What do you call it?
I have no idea.
Ridiculous.
They're going to call it a trip. He didn't get a full hip on him. Wow. I think they're going to say maybe he got more of the leg on him.
Phil, get that one?
Oh, did you get that one, Phillip?
Excellent.
Oh, man. Unfortunate reverse highlight reel. I mean, it depends on which side of the coin you're on. But what a hit there by Bellew. I think it's questionable on whether or not that was a trip or a true hip check.
You rarely see the hip check anymore. It's a lost art.
It's gone the way of the dodo bird. I hear the dodo bird might be making
Just call the game.
Sure, Ty Ayers up top. Sorry, I like to mix my ornithology in there too. Ayers up top. Turchenik to Ayers. John, get on there.
Oh, clipping.
Clipping.
Did they get 15 or 5 yards?
It's a personal foul. They got 15 yards and the first down, Shrems.
Awesome.
So's the dodo. A personal foul.
Oh, that was the punniest thing you've said all night.
Don't stop, Johnny.
Don't stop believing. Point shot there, top of the circle rather, and that one's swallowed up by Byron. Little tight quarters down there at the crease as everyone converged into one area. 1:18 left here on the cross ice feed power play. Not too slow.
They're all converging in one area. Could you say they're nesting, Dave? Or are they flocking to one spot?
Unplug. You're done, John. No more bird jokes.
Cut him off.
Bird.
I got nothing but yolks.
Oh, man. It gets worse.
Don't want to lay an egg on this one.
Yep. Well, they're throwing a goose egg since their first goal early on. Liberty doing well between the pipes ever since, stopping 25 of 26 shots. Time split between Byron and Halpenny. Halpenny doing a great job between the pipes now. Here is a chance. There's Mancha setting it up top. Anderson looking for that lane. Back to Mancha. Mancha far half boards. Mancha at the top. Manny finds it. Oh, and a glove save. Oh, wow. Smoke off the leather on that one. Woo.
Nasty glove save on that one.
12:34 left here in the third. Mid-County Physical Therapy is your place to go if you need to get back in the game. Want to get back on the ice anytime soon there? Well, their hands-on techniques will help you get there. Mid-County Physical Therapy, midcountypt.com, located in Woodbridge, Virginia. And up top for Ty Ayers. Back over for Walsh. Walsh cycling it down low. It'll be Turchenik up top. Walsh pulls the trigger and a shot goes wide. I don't know if anyone got a piece of it through that traffic, but Ludeman will have it up top. It finds Ayers. Ayers trying to dance around one. And it's Erickson that will send it down.
Turco's out.
Here comes Turco. Wow. Gotta love it. And an opportunity there for Schartz, but nothing doing. But over to the near side, it's the Patriots looking to break out with 12 minutes to play here in the third period, down 4-1. And the man advantage is just concluding. And now we are back to 5-a-side. Sviataslov Turchenik now over the near side for Ayers. Ayers pulls the trigger into the shin pads of Schartz. And Schartz will have it up along the near wing for Logan. The 2-on-2 developing here. Turchenik trying to interrupt it. He does so, but it's passed back up top. Garvin trying to fight his way through traffic. And a nice pick there. And here's Tim Olbing with the lone Patriots goal with a drop pass with no warning there. Liam Walsh will have it. And Erickson will cut him off and crush him into the boards. But stolen away now. Nice work there. Feet to the front and a shot. And it's deflected off of Byron and out of play. Cary Byron. It's a good goaltender name, Shrems.
Flashing the leather just a few minutes ago. Nasty glove save. And we'll go back to the
Turco.
ridiculous save down here by Mickell Mannell.
Mickell Mannell. Shades of Turco, shades of Billy Smith. We could just mash him into one there. And he's
give him credit. With brown leather pads, he's Jacques Plante.
Wow, you're really going back now, Johnny. That's way before your time.
They're all before my time. What's the point?
Well, Turco's not. Over to the near side now, trying to fight their way through. Get some offensive stranglehold here against the Liberty Flames in the dying minutes here of the third. Hulse, drop pass. Freshman with a shot and a save by Byron. Kaufman gloving it down, keeping it in. Far corner. And trying to strip it away. Falling on his feet there, Bunn. Still maintains control. Still through center now. Logan trying to get that loose change. Tapped in, delayed offside. Nope, no delayed offside, I beg your pardon. I thought I heard someone yelling for off. It was coming from the Patriots bench. Ward, little wrap behind the back pass there. Nobody there to connect, but he'll keep it in there by himself. He goes 1 against 3. But now freshman will steal the puck away. And over to the far half boards. Bounces off the Patriot logo on the dasher, and we get a wholesale change for the Patriots. Over to the near side, Ward's going to take advantage of that, feeding it to the front. A shot and a save there off the backhand from Tyson Street. And it's Mannell making yet another save. 34th shot and a shot off the glove, and he got down there with the pad, but it was squirted just wide over to the near side. Now trying to steamroll his way through center is Garcia, but he gets bowled down. Oh no, actually bowled over Ian Rush. Ian Rush was off on his footing, and now it's stolen away. Up, backhanded into Rush. Backhanding it into him there was Zach McDaniel. And now it's Kassab with it. Kassab trying to find it onto the tape there of Trinquan, I beg your pardon. Now it's Kassab in the far corner. Trying to scoop it towards the front, but too many flames in the way. Kassab trying to fan it around back behind the cage. Being challenged harder than that. Peter Shantz punishing his man. Puck down in the pile. Glove to head. No glove pass there, as now it's finally fed out by Chase Harris. And the Patriots retreat back into their own zone. Fans want a call. Comes over to the near side for McDaniel. McDaniel looking to lead the charge here. Off the skate there of Lamoureux, who has a goal in this one. And now we have a penalty call coming up here for roughing. And it looks like it's going to Liberty. Okay, so it is a cross-ice feed power play. We're 6 times the charm, right?
That's what my mom always said.
Boy, wow. Your mom's got some weird sayings.
I'm trying.
I know. Reach deep into that back pocket of yours and come up with a good one.
My cliche book is gone.
So's my goal call book, apparently. Oh, man.
Let's get one here, boys.
Let's do it. Definitely need one here to close out strong before the road trip. The weekend. Oh, baby! Nick Ludeman absolutely destroys his man, Roberts. Oh, man. And here it is. And it's Manny Mancha. Start that clock, John. There you go. We caught you. He wants to extend this one.
There's too much going on.
Well, I know. You're just so enamored by this great performance by both sides. You know, Potomac, they've had their opportunities in this third period. You can't slide them on anything, really. I mean, it's just recovering from some of these weird things that we do. Like that, Devin Malise. This one's launched down the ice. Yeah, setting up on the power play seems to be a bit of a task for these Patriots, but with 90 seconds left on this man advantage, hopefully they'll pot something or get some good opportunities here. Now it's sent all the way down the length of the ice. No icing. Byron putting the glove up there. He won't get it. Now sent around the horn. Stephen Bellew trying to clear it out. And a little bit of a fight there, and another effort there by Garcia will lead the charge as way out of his cage is beg your pardon, Mickell Mannell. It's the M-A-N-N and the last name that's got me tripped up.
Whoa.
Round over to the far side of his own zone. Now it's Turchenik through center. Pushing it ahead now for Olbing. Olbing drop past Turchenik. Turchenik lost control of it there. Ice is starting to get chewed up here with 8 minutes to go here in the third. 44 seconds left on the cross-ice feed power play.
Drop pass in the slot. They just keep trying to run the rocket power play, and they're looking like shoobies out there.
You got it. And here it is. Hulse with a shot, and it's snagged out of the air by Cary Byron. Well, I guess you guys got your system down and not. Yeah,
You don't see the little dragon over there?
I see the little dragon there. Right. Nice work and coordination on a cross-ice feed team. Face-offs over to the left of Byron. 7:48 left here in the third. Patriots desperately looking for one more. Now, it's the Patriots down low, 20 seconds left on their man advantage. Looking for an opportunity, putting on some speed, trying to go around the world here, but unfortunately it's sent up top to the blue line. Anderson had to work for it. Oh, and he kept it in nicely there by Logan Hulse. Hulse almost losing control of it there. Charlie Freshman putting on some pressure there, but they opted to be pushed out. Eric Anderson trying to get a hold of it. Raymond Wilson trying to get a hold of it there. Spin around.
Circle button.
Somebody knows their controller. Freshman takes the shot. Toe save the rebound. They score! Leave Brittany alone! They cut it down by 2, 4-2. They got 2 more to go. 7:01 left here in the third.
Right place, right time. Who we got over there? Is that Kaufman?
I believe so. Leading the charge there.
Potted himself a nice rebound goal off the pad of the Liberty goaltender.
Nice rebound work.
There's 7 minutes left here, Stearns. They can build on this. They can
plenty of hockey.
Make it a fun finish.
We'll get Johnny with a call. We'll give you an assist on that one, Shrems. Here comes Zach McDaniel. Oh, and he lost control of it there. And now trying to tap it in there. Now, got a bit of a momentum feel. You know, they're looking to swing that pendulum. The energy, I feel it, Shrems.
You know what? Hats off to Nick Kaufman. I don't believe he had himself a goal last season, put in his time, and rewarded with one here tonight. Very nice effort there by Nick Kaufman.
That is Kaufman's first goal at home. He scored none last year. Last weekend. This is his first goal at the Prince William Ice Center.
Monkey off the back.
There you go. Potting one in front of his home crowd. Nick Kaufman puts the Patriots within 2. 6:15 left here in the third period. We are cross-ice feed. For ad-free viewing on our website, you will need to visit ustream.tv. $3.99 a month subscription. Plan it out for when you know we are calling games. Check out our schedule, crossicefeed.com. It's in the lower portion of the web page. Here's a shot right out the face-off. Cary Byron making a save. Jack Stryker is doing a great job in there, keeping us informed of things with John Baranowski and the healthy scratches, Dustin Moyer as well. These two are getting prepped for tomorrow and Sunday against the Charlotte Rush. New team in the USPHL. We'll see how that works out. A couple of teams in Carolinas now, in North Carolina to be more specific.
Hockey's spreading.
It is. Got to thank those Carolina Hurricane, I guess. I guess they're good for something down there. Bellew taking a shot. Oh, and that one deflecting through. I'm not sure who got a piece of that one. Now comes the other way. It's 2-on-2 and a lead pass ahead now for Mancha. Oh, he gets hit, but he still has the puck. Feeding the pass. Here's the shot. Melise. Oh, he couldn't get it through traffic. And Garvin with it now. Back behind the cage. Can't get it away from Melise. Stolen away. Fed to the front. And a steamrolling puck almost made its way into the net, but it was finally stopped and pushed away. What a heck of an effort there by Liberty. Back Bellew. Inside of his own zone. Getting wrapped up from behind there. And Mancha ever so eager to get one goal of his own. Goal scorers for the Patriots. There's Olbing with the first one, and now Nick Kaufman with a recent tally. The 7-minute mark of this third period. So we come down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get 2 goals, Shrems.
I've seen weirder things.
That's not weird. That's putting in an effort. Over to the near side now up top. Ludeman looking to pull the trigger. Can't. And he sent it over to Ayers with a rocket of a pass. Ayers will have to regroup in the neutral zone, but he's being pressured hard. And it's Erickson. Puck still loose. No stoppage here. He's now trying to come away with it. Patriots across the line.
Yeah,
that was offside.
He got him.
Ludeman is just a little behind there. But 4:35 remains. Great effort here by these Potomac Patriots.
Even before the Patriots scored that last goal, I was going to say this period they have come out and they have played with heart and with pride. You can tell that the effort is there. It's 110%. They're all standing on the bench no matter what the score said. We're going to have a timeout. I'm going to have to announce it.
Liberty calling their timeout.
Yeah, John, you definitely got a different team out of this period, but the coach is going to say it's 60 minutes of hockey, and then there's your big book of cliches again.
Well, absolutely, and I said in the intermission that it all comes down to how are they going to respond to that 3-goal second period, and it starts with the captains and trickles its way down, and I think it definitely has. This is a completely different team than we saw in the second. They are playing with heart and really putting it all out there, and that's what matters most.
Yeah. And even though it's an exhibition, coaches are looking for stuff. They're looking to promote players, looking to assess goaltending situations. So, it may be an exhibition on paper, but a lot of guys have a lot to play for.
And that was just it. Even if the score got a whole lot more out of hand, which after the second was not out of the question, they came out and they played with pride. There is nothing to be ashamed of with that. They came out, they left it all on the table, and they're fighting for it. Now that they have a spring in their step, you can tell. Within 2, it's a whole different game. This one's not over.
Tell Jack to wake up over there. I saw him yawning and falling asleep. I like this setup. We got to have your scratch players in there. We got to harass them now that we have the transmitter going there. Here's a chance. Hulse taking a shot. Byron making the save. Kicking it off over to the far side.
He's preparing for his early bus ride. 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's how long it gets.
I'll probably be up.
8-hour drive.
Hey, I'll see them off again over there at the intersection near my house like last year. Here's a shot. Taking that ball with Hughes. The captain taking the body on that one. 4:10 left here in the third.
Where's the C?
Looking to make more of a game out of this one as they were down 4-1 at the beginning of this frame. Holding Liberty to none. No goals this period. But we got something
both
going on behind the play. Little rough stuff going back there. Who is that masked man wearing number 10? For Potomac. All right, I beg your pardon. That's not 10. That's a Olbing. It looked like a 10. Tim Olbing getting roughed up behind the play there. So who's going to go?
I thought he signaled them both. There's 2. Yeah, I thought so.
Both of them are going. Yeah, a little bit of rough stuff. It's Hughes and Olbing sitting there. Unfortunately for Hughes, he's going to have to listen to us talk about him. And great effort by the captain diving on that shot earlier. But yeah, whatever was going on behind the play there.
It's kind of following the play on that one.
Him and Tim Olbing both sitting down here. We'll get the call. And a face-off just outside the Patriot zone. One back to Ludeman. Ludeman using the glass, sending it out through center. And it's picked up there by Mancha. Mancha was waiting for it. He gets roughed up by Roberts, trying to beat his way through 2 checks. Raymond Wilson will set it up there for Masters.
Mancha reminds me of a little Theo Fleury type. Not a big guy, but fast, aggressive, skilled player.
Good call. Unsportsmanlike conduct it is. Over to the near side now. Up, not out, Miller. And he faked pulling the trigger there. He took it on a shot and deflected through. Raymond Wilson doing a little bit of a head fake there. Masters calling for it, but now Miller will have it. Miller with a shot. And it's blocked and deflected out. Mancha waiting for it there. Trying to tighten this one up. Patriots are down 4-2 with 3:15 left here in the third.
They got that high guy here. Yep. Mancha, kind of like taking on the Nick Gray role from last year.
Yep. Are we supposed to say his name? Nick Gray, if you tuned in. What's going on? Hey, follow us on Twitter, everybody, at Cross Ice Feed. You can send us your tweets throughout the game.
Don't tell me what to do.
I will tell you what to do. Here comes Mancha one-on-one. And Giamona back there trying to cut him off. And now it'll be taken by Bunn. Bunn with a few moves there. Finds it through center, past everybody, and Hulse will get it in the slot in his own zone. 2:35 left here in the third. 4-2 Liberty. Patriots trying to close the gap here and trying to make a last-minute effort to knot this one up. And now it's Hulse playing it head onto the tape there of Liam Walsh. Drop pass there. Turchenik through the legs. He went to Jared! He closes the gap! 4-3 Liberty still in the lead, but 2:19 remains. Turchenik through the wickets.
Nasty wrist shot there from Turchenik. He found what he was looking for. That's 2 on the night for Turchenik. And we got ourselves a very interesting game here, Mr. Stearns.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's about right. That's par for the course. Turchenik bringing the Patriots within one. This game just got very interesting, Shremsy. Do you call the timeout if you're Potomac?
See, yeah.
Well, I guess not.
That's why they're coaching, we're not. We don't know what we're doing.
Church from Hulse. Here comes Ayers. Ayers pulling the trigger, and a shot blocked there by Sharks.
Watch the goalie.
1:50 left here in the third. Patriots within one. Malise looking to swing it towards the front. Malise still with it. Back behind the cage. Looking up top. He's got a man at the point. Pulling the trigger is Ian Rush, but it was blocked. And it'll be fed ahead. Trying to find the man
ice.
here is Lamoureux, and that one is
Maybe this is where we call it.
Call it now. 1:36 left here in the third. Patriots within one. And our returning players, Tim Olbing, is out of the box, along with the captain, Ben Hughes. And we're going to call it. No, we're going to pull the goalie.
Excellent.
No timeout. We're just going to go right into it, Shrems.
Rock and roll.
Wow.
Love
keep
the call.
it going.
Love the call.
We're just going to keep rolling through this. No timeout. Goalie pulled. And now we're going to line it up. 1:36 left here in the third.
Pats have the edge, though.
Turchenik.
They got Liberty on their heels.
Ludeman. Oh, and he just tried to get the pass across, and here comes Lamoureux. Across the line, he scores. Tossed it into the open cage, and just like that, it is 5-3 Liberty. Oh, tough pill to swallow on that pass. But great last-minute effort. Hey, there's still 1:36 left here.
Seen crazier things happen.
Yep. Oh, man. Al Sterling talking with Johnny there, giving him the details on the empty net goal.
But I like the aggressive approach.
We're going to take 10 seconds off. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, the clock did not start. 10 seconds will roll. And we are down to 1:26. Gotta be quicker on that trigger finger, I guess, huh? It's okay. It's all right. Exhibition game. We'll go with that. And it's Giamona with it now over to the near side of the neutral zone, finding it onto the tape of Street. And it's Ryan Erickson with the assist on that one. I beg your pardon, Bram Erickson.
1 minute, Johnny.
1 minute to go here in the third. 5-3. Liberty looking to take this one home, but what an effort by Potomac. Got to give them credit. And it's definitely a different team in a different feel to this.
You know, they are playing a bigger, faster team, and they held their own. You know, I'm happy with what they saw there. Liberty's got a heck of a squad, though.
They're up at the blue line and a bouncer over the stick over Ty Ayers, and 33 seconds remain.
I know we don't see them too often, but well wishes to them on their season. This is their first game tonight, so.
D3 behind us playing against GMU in that league game. And it's 20 seconds left. That's Roberts. They're going to head there, but it's picked off by the Patriots. Trying to get one for a silver lining here, but no, it's going to be how we're going to close this one out, Shrems. Potomac Patriots losing in an exhibition game, but you know what? Next weekend is the real home opener against the Richmond Generals. These guys will take a 5-3 loss at the hands of the Liberty University Flames D1 ACHA squad. As tomorrow, they'll take on the Charlotte Rush in Charlotte. Well, we're going to get some post-game reaction, and
we will.
Stay tuned here on the feed. We'll keep it live. We'll get some interviews from coaches and players as they are available, and we'll relay that right here on the feed. Stay tuned. 5-3, Liberty University, D1 victors over your Potomac Patriots elite squad, the USPHL. Stay tuned, and as always, if you're not going to stay with us, don't stop believing.
Post game here with Nick Kaufman. Nick, good heavens, the monkey is off your back. welcome to Scoring at Home. Take us through the play a little bit. Talk about the relief and what you guys did there in the third period.
I mean, going into the second intermission, we were bummed out, but we knew we had to have a big third period. We knew we weren't out of the game. We were competing with them the whole time. And then as far as the goal goes, I don't know. They just committed a turnover. I came down. I dropped it to Charlie Freshman. And I mean, I didn't have to do much work. He put the puck right on net, came right to me. Just had to tap it in.
Now, you were here last year. Hull completely new faces to this team this year. Talk a little bit about the difference between last year and this year, and anybody that you're sort of developing some chemistry with on your line.
Yeah, it's for sure different than last year. We, I can't tell you how many returners we had, but it's not many. But as a team, I feel like we're a lot closer this year. Honestly, last year we were close, but I don't know. There's just something about this team, and I don't know. Charlie Freshman again. I feel like we're developing good chemistry, and then the center on my line, Connor Lenahan. I feel like we're all developing good chemistry. We're putting pucks on net, and we're hopefully having good things to come in the future.
Get some rest. Best of luck to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Post game here with Coach Braziel. Coach, first period, third period, exactly what we needed to see out of this team. That second period was tough. What was said in the locker room? You can paraphrase if you don't want to say it on air, but what was said in the locker room to kind of get the spark back in this team for the third?
We needed to control the puck. We needed to get back to disciplined hockey. We kind of ran around a little bit. They had 2 goals, and we lost our discipline in the zone. And at the end of the day, it forced a lot of turnovers and shots on net. So I think what we needed to do is get back to playing our game, which is exactly what we did in the third period.
The glimpses of this team and the abilities and the possibilities of this team really came through in that first and third period. You were talking about discipline yourself. They killed well tonight, and I thought the defense and everybody in the broadcast booth thought the defense really stepped up and cleared the puck outs from in front of the net. But from a coach's perspective, what are you looking to improve upon with the special teams?
Yeah, right now, clearly we're playing against a stronger team. They're a little bit older than us, and at the end of the day, it's early in the season for us. So special teams, it's going to take time. That's something that you work on all throughout the season, and it's tough to come out against an ACHA D1 team like that. But at the end of the day, we're looking to box out on the PK, and when you get power plays, you got to score. That's a free goal.
Saw 2 different goaltenders with 2 very different styles tonight. Can you talk a little bit about each one and how their performance was in your eyes?
Sure. Brady, he's probably one of our younger goalies, 17 years old. We gave him an opportunity against a Division I team, and he performed. He saw a lot of shots. He maintained his composure, and I'll tell you, I think he's a good developmental prospect. With Mickell, he did a great job as well. He came in cold. 3 minutes left in the second period. I just threw him out there, and he played his game. He's a solid goaltender, moves laterally very well. We're going to work on getting up a little bit quicker, and you saw with the amount of shots that he saw as well, he's got to have that speed.
Going into this weekend, a team that we have never seen before, what's the scouting report on Charlotte? Any insight as to what type of game that they play?
Well, I got to tell you, we watched film on them and we dissected their film, and I think we're ready to go tomorrow. We're ready to get on the bus.
Best of luck to you guys this weekend.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Thank you.
All right, back here with the post-game wrap-up here. Liberty University taking that one. And, Potomac gave it their all, but a 5-3 loss. Nothing to kind of be ashamed of here going into tomorrow and Sunday's contest against the Charlotte Rush.
Yeah, talking to Coach, he was very positive, very optimistic about what this team showed tonight. And I asked him about the man advantage, asked him about the penalty kill. Looked good on the penalty kill. We pretty much agree with me. Man advantage, he said, listen, it's still early on in the season. Exhibition game, we got things to work on, but he doesn't seem to be worried, so.
And nor should he be. And the fact that the Patriots were able to rebound in that third period, step up and play a solid game.
Talking to the mic.
I don't have earphones.
Yeah, I know. Well, we got to get used to. Yeah, we got to work.
To be on, it's on this side.
I know.
Guys, so I don't understand what's going on. The Patriots played very well in that third period. They played with heart, and that's what really matters. Because if they had come in, even if they won the game, even if they pulled out that upset, which let's be honest, Liberty is a fantastic organization. The first university to have all 5 levels of ACHA hockey. They're a hockey crazy school, just not at an NCAA level. And the fact that they came in with their Division I team, and played and it played an even contest. You take out that second period, you take out the power play goals against, that's a much different game.
Yeah.
That mistake at the end, just a simple turnover leading to that empty net goal, sealed what could have been a big comeback for the Patriots. This is something to be proud of regardless of the scoreboard.
Well, there's just one factor here involved. I mean, obviously Boudreau put in a great performance, and so did Mannell. But Dustin Moyer is our usual go-to, and this is his final season in junior hockey, and obviously he had a great weekend last weekend. I guess they're resting him up here, obviously, for Charlotte Rush, and then Jack Strikers too, being out in this contest. Both healthy scratches in prep for the games that matter, as far as USPHL for all things considered there. So, how much of a difference do you think it would have been if Jack was out there? Because Jack's a big guy, and Dustin, he's got more of the seasoned experience out here at the Prince William Ice Center. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, it might have made a difference, but you want to get those secondary players in. You might want to mix up the lines a little bit, see who's gelling with who. We asked a couple players about chemistry tonight, and they said, it's still developing, but they're starting to figure out who's going to be most beneficial for them out there. Standout players tonight that were on the ice, Turchenik was one. That guy hasn't lost a step since last season. Hats off to Kaufman, played his heart out, was rewarded for it. He needed that one, I think.
Manny Mancha.
Yeah, that guy can fly around the ice. Ludeman with that crushing hit down here.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of their number one on defense, and kind of someone they look to since he's been with the organization, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's just it. It's going to take that development of a season to try and change some of these things. You saw a down second period. That's really what I put all of this on, is that second period play. They played a little down, the long change, being a little tired, and just not, there wasn't 110% there at all times. And Liberty made them pay, and Liberty's a good enough team that they will make you pay. So as that continues, and as they get that chemistry, as they realize, what they have to do out there, the systems, how to support each other well, how each other play, and be able to anticipate those moves, that's where the differences come in. I think the goaltenders both played very well, considering the shots that they were seeing. And there's nothing to be ashamed about in this loss.
Two very different goaltending styles.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun to watch, though.
More conservative from Boudreau and very risky coming from Mannell, but Mannell is the number 2 behind Moyer, and Boudreau, going to give a lot of credit to him in tonight's game. The Empire team is going to benefit quite a bit from
17.
him.
He's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
A lot of development ahead of him. He's going to be a good one.
Well, tomorrow, what is the strategy against Charlotte? What is it?
Coach, I asked Coach, I said, what are we looking for? He says, we've gone over the tape, endless hours of preparation. He said they're very confident about what happens tomorrow. I said, it's tough for us to gauge because we've never seen this team before.
Exactly.
So it's all based off of tape, and he seems pretty confident about it.
All right. Well, any other final thoughts?
Let's kick it away.
All right, we'll kick it over.
Kick it out of here.
We'll kick it out of here. Next week, it'll be the Richmond Generals here in Woodbridge at the Prince William Ice Center. Tune in here on the feed for that. Ustream.tv for ad-free viewing for that. As a reminder to you all who are new, obviously welcome to the feed for all the new parents and families out there and fans. And we will be live streaming at the All-American Steakhouse and Glory Days. So keep an eye on the Facebook page for that. So, for my crew here, I'm David Stearns, for Brian Schrems and John Baranowski, saying good night, everybody. And for Phil Prevost, too. Don't stop believing.
Get it.